I'm that Cyclops guy. I'm pretty sure you can figure out why they call me that. Or not. You can find me on all of the socials, including Twitch, Kick, TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, and YouTube with that_Cyclops_guy. I'm a variety streamer. I play a ton of different games, everything from Tetris to Grand Theft Auto and everything in between.
Let's do this. Hey everyone, Koimiya X here, dad by day, gamer by night, sometimes streamer, aka old man. I give the hot takes here at Garbage In, Garbage Out that nobody has asked for. I am a variety streamer that has been streaming for 13 years now. I've been on every big platform and several small ones that don't exist anymore. If you want the most recent up-to-date information about me, just follow me on Twitter at Koimiya X. I like to collect autographed Funko Pops, football jerseys, and comics.
What's up, losers? neo-deth here, and welcome to my graveyard. I'm the third host of Garbage In, Garbage Out. I stream on Twitch and then repost daily on YouTube, so go check those out. Fun little fact about me is I also love Lego. We've been having a blast doing this, communicating with fans, and also talking about gaming and entertainment news from the week.
And we would like to welcome you
to
Garbage In, Garbage Out.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
What are you doing? So, we got Angel back with us.
We have a special guest with us.
Thank you, guys,
Angel.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yep.
Hey, anytime.
Coming back, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you, I know that you guys know this because when I join on the chats and I'm viewing, somebody always outs me. And says, hey, Angel's on, and you guys always ask questions. But I would love if anything for your show to become a lot more popular. Because you guys put your hearts and souls into it. So I want to start the show by saying, great job, guys. Don't worry if there's 10 viewers, 5 viewers, whatever it is. That will change with time. There's no doubt.
We appreciate that. We appreciate
very
that.
much.
Thank you.
So, I mean, we love the platform that you have going here. I've been advocating it to these two for a while, and every chance I get to, I've actually had some people ask me about my hat when I've been out and about in public even. So, I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a little bit more than trying because Cyclops and Neo are here right now. So thank you both for following Koimiya's advice. But I think that once you cross the barrier, it's so difficult to add things to your routine when you have something set out. I mean, that's a natural reaction.
Right.
And when you join Beam is when you realize it's one of those things you have to be in it to experience it. You realize how different it is from everything that's out there. I mean that as a plug, but I also mean it as a sincere
You're not wrong.
Acknowledgement to it. So and even dead people now are Beam viewers. Look at the guy behind me.
Yeah, good old Fred. He loves Beam. He's always repping it behind me.
Okay, so we got already a couple people watching on the Geigo channel. We've got Tio is actually watching. Theodore. I'm probably going to butcher your name, and I apologize in advance. But it's like, what is it, Sharmila?
Sharmila is a friend of mine, actually. She's one of our investors. So hi.
Okay.
Oh wow.
She's
by
watching?
Shar. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Shar. Welcome. Appreciate the follow that you sent us. And
thank you.
On the other channels, there could be some more people. So anyway, I know that my assistant is watching because she just texted me. So
nice.
Hi, Angel's assistant.
Yes.
Her name is
doing
Jay.
a good job of assisting.
Oh yeah, she's on here too. Yep. Yeah. I see she's watching. Okay. So.
Hi, Jay. So anyway, I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit ecstatic to be with you guys and sharing. I don't care if there's 3 people, 5 people. I just think it's a great opportunity for us to talk about the revolutionary approach that we've taken to live streaming. So I'm happy to be on here.
For sure.
Yeah, I saw, I saw in your email, which I appreciate the shout out in the email as well for our show.
Yes, thank you.
I saw that, Clipping 2.0 just got pushed out, and I haven't had a chance to use it yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm already excited.
I will correct you because Theodore gets a little sensitive about this.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That was not my email. That was Theodore's email. We sent two emails. One the day
Okay.
before,
Okay.
where
Yeah.
I did the plug-in and spoke about what's happening with my dad.
Yeah.
And then he sent the second one. And
Yeah,
right now,
I did see Tio's as well. I did see Theodore's email as well. So
his was
apologize, Theodore.
and his was about the viewer clipping 2.0.
Yeah.
Which I
3.0
tried,
sounds awesome.
and it's working really well. So
Yeah.
so anyway,
Yeah.
that's a story in its own. So we can talk about that if you guys want.
Perfect. And then 3.0 sounds really good. I like what's coming down the pipeline there. And then I saw your fancy new PC.
The elephant in the room.
And after I wiped the drool off of my chin, I said, what do you use that for? What do you play, Angel?
Oh well,
What do you play?
Talk about overkill. That's like giving a Ferrari to a Volkswagen driver,
Right.
No, so I have to say that TJ, who is the CEO of Alexander PCs, is
Mhm.
it's a phenomenal guy. I mean, he's just real as it could be. He doesn't pretend to be anybody else but himself. And he's super honest. And, we have been working with him now since January. So basically for the entire year.
Right.
And he just told me he's having his best month ever right now. So, his business has taken off. The brand recognition is through the roof. I mean, these are the things that people are seeking when they partner with Beam. And
Right.
we're happy to be part of the process. I cannot say that this is exclusively because of us, because he has participated in other things. But I
Right.
say that basically I would venture to say that about 60 to 70% of Beam members now know what Alexander PC is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was zero. That was almost zero at when we started. So it's an accomplishment. He wanted me to have an incredible PC. He came. I had a meeting last year at my house, and he came to my house, and he told me. He said, "I know what kind of PC you really need. It has to be sort of as a side note to this conversation, I used to own an art gallery, so
Right.
I'm into art and aesthetics and all that. I'm actually an artist myself, but beyond that, he said that, and he sent me a couple of things that he had in mind, and they were a little bit too avant-garde for me, and I so you cannot, it can't, he had systems that were all open,
Mm-hmm.
ones that don't have cases,
Mhm.
and my cats.
Oh yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Cat and
Sorry.
cat fair would not go
Yeah,
well with that.
That's a yes in the cat world, a no in the human world with cats. So anyway, so he told me in June what he had in mind, and he said, you've made some incredible contributions to gaming, and I want to build the best PC that I can. And he told me that this PC now is actually more expensive because, of course, we can talk about the incredible increase in prices of memory and SSD
Right.
memory.
Right.
And but he said that it's I think $9,000 or $9,500
Yeah.
PC, and it's gorgeous. It really
It's a beast.
it has. I always wanted to have fans, but not those type of fans.
Well, yeah. I guess.
That has 10 fans surrounding it. The 3 that are on the
Oh jeez.
on the GPU. But hey, the temperatures stay low under. I'm a Fahrenheit guy, so
Yeah.
I don't do Celsius. I
Right.
know it. I just don't like it.
Right.
And it's right now that GPU is running under 100 degrees, and we're doing this call on it. So it's
Nice.
It's incredible. So what do I use it for? I do game. I am a game. That's my pastime. I think that's what you were trying to get an answer on. And I play a variety of games, but if I had to tell you what my favorite genre is, I would say that it will fall in the horror category.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
That's a
I've
little
been
surprising,
playing
isn't
a
it?
lot of horror games lately. I played Assassin's Creed 2, or I'm sorry, Assassin's Creed, Silent Hill 2 remake, and then recently I played Silent Hill F. And if you know anything about those, that
Yeah,
psychological
I
get in your
played it.
head.
I didn't like F as much. I like the remake a lot more than F, and it just wasn't. It wasn't really for me, that kind of game. But anyway, otherwise, I like I just recently played. I just recently and reviewed Tormented Souls 2.
Okay.
It's hard. It's a very hard game. The puzzles, you have to, either you have to
Think
cheat
about it.
or you have to think. So, you got to go to YouTube and pull up a video and all that. It sent me to YouTube twice, and that's saying a lot, because I am very persistent in trying to solve the riddles and all that, to solve the puzzles. And now
Right.
I went back to playing Tormented 1, so that's what I'm playing. But those games are not taxing the system at all. So
oh, I'm sure
Okay.
they're
I
not even touching them.
yeah, no, it doesn't even touch it. But I'm also playing Hell Is Us.
Yes.
I've heard of
and
that.
I
I haven't
just
played it,
picked
but
that
it's
one
good.
up because it was on sale because of the Game Awards. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I was surprised. I was really surprised with that game. I'm still playing it, but it's an open world, and there are no maps.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's no sense of direction. You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And
The
so
devil for it.
it's a game that can be frustrating at times because of the sense of disconnect that you have. I like to play games that are slightly put you on tracks so that you know where you're going and all that. But this one is you can do whatever you want. But
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
a gorgeous game. And since I have a curved screen, you get all that sigh things when I'm playing. Oh, it's
Right.
fantastic to play.
Did you get a chance to play of the sweetheart of the game of the years, the Claire Obscure?
No, not my type
sweetheart.
of game.
Okay.
Not, I'm happy that it got all those awards. A lot of people are talking about it. I've seen it now on Beam, people playing it.
Not your
No,
cake.
Not your cake, huh?
I look at it, I'm like, not my type of game.
Well, let me ask
I really want more immersion than just going out discovering things and on missions and all that. And I
Right.
really like, for example, the Silent Hills that Cyclops talk about,
Mhm.
or
What about Resident Evil?
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I mean, there's another classic. These are games that really challenge you.
Yeah.
They really do challenge you. And I've always been, I've always been interested in the concept of fear. I know it sounds very robotic to say that.
I very much am.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Figures
but
a scarecrow, you say.
Why am I? I always ask me, why am I scared? I'm playing a video game. I'm in my home.
Yep.
It's not real. You're not
It's
actually
not real.
there.
So what am I reacting to?
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and it's certainly that internal conversation that leads me to discoveries about things that I'm associating with fear. Now, one thing I'm not over is those jump scares. So,
Right.
They get you.
and when they're fake jump scares, it pisses me off. I'm like, okay, why do they do that?
Right.
Right.
See,
Right.
that's the problem with like those Dark Pictures anthology games. I love the stories that are behind them, but they rely so heavily on jump scares, and it's usually like one right after the other, and it's like, okay, you got me on this one, you're not going to get me on one 4 seconds later.
Exactly. I don't like that, Cyclops. I think that it's too much, but a well-placed Tormented Souls. They had a fake one that was so well placed. I literally jumped out of my chair. I was not expecting it at all, because it's an area that you have passed, and then you're coming back after discovering some things, and then there was this skeleton like the one behind Leo, just hanging there, and then all of a sudden he goes whoo and comes at you, but he's dead. Then he falls like it was just a motion he made.
Like
And that really got me. That one got me. It's a tiny little hallway. It's dark. You're holding a lighter, not even a candle. So that one really got me, and it got me twice. The first time I played it, and this time again. I completely have forgotten about it.
The original Resident Evil with the dog through the window when you're running.
Which we got a lot of criticism on that, by the way.
Yeah, I think
killing animals in video games doesn't really resonate with all audiences. By the way,
Well, I know that Bioshock did too with the little girl and the big daddy. You know, if you could sacrifice them or whatever, they got some heat for that.
Yeah,
So,
I heard originally for that game they were supposed to show it.
Yeah, Cyclops. The way that I think about it is, this is a fantastical world that anything can happen. This is nothing related to our reality. In fact, you know, if you really think about it, some of these games are what's the one that you are in? It's a horror game, and I can't think of the name. That you're in space, and
Dead Space.
Dead Space. That has a few, you know, really hard jump scares. But you know, it's fantastical. It's you know, I've always been a proponent of video games from the early days when I ran a website called Adrenaline Vault back in 1995, and when I launched Esports in 1997. I've always been, you know, a strong supporter of video games and about the experiences that it provides. And this shared moment that we can compare notes and talk about our experiences. That's what video games are really all about.
Hey, my name is T. How you doing?
One quick question: when you're playing these horror games, are you playing them in the dark and at night? Do you set the atmosphere?
Neo, that's the way that I prefer to play them. Yes,
right.
I put headsets, which makes it even more immersive.
Oh, yep.
I turn all the lights. I actually turn off the lights on my system too.
Oh.
So there's no sense of lighting. Close the blinds and sometimes close the door. And now I have that almost sense of claustrophobia that I'm in this tiny space and anything come at you.
And then you're up against your leg and scare the living shit out of you.
That's right. And then thank God that doesn't happen. If that ever happens, I think if that would have happened, this call would have not been taking place. I would have died of a heart attack. But yeah, no, I go for it. I like to play them at night. Yeah. I mean, I'll play them during the day if I'm replaying. Like, for example, I just died in Tortured Souls 1. And which is a fantastic game, by the way. These are two great games. They're made by a group in South America. It's an indie game. And the second one is
indie
unbelievably, indie. Yeah, the new games, which are the indie games.
Right.
And this is and so so now that I died and I didn't. I mean, I had health and everything. It was just I thought I had that level. And I'm down to the last enemy, and then he spits at me, and I wasn't prepared for that because I didn't realize once he spits, you can't move and avoid it. He's gonna hit you. And I was like, and he spit on me, and I died. And I was like, oh, that sucks because I have to retrace way back. It's not one that you have to actually select your save points, and so I have to go back. But I highly recommend Tormented Souls 2. The second one is. I mean, both of them are good, but you're not missing much if you go straight to the second one, which just got released a couple of months ago. So, Koimiya, you are.
You're kind of freezing up there.
We all take turns here on who's having technical issues.
Really? Yeah, you take over, man.
Let's hope it doesn't happen to me because I'm the one running the whole show at the moment. Let's not have that.
Yeah, let me tell you something that I found interesting because, you know, we've met a few times and we chatted. But when you are doing your things and you're looking at your screens and you're launching the intro and all that, your face changes. You look like some executive out of some television station or something or some network. Your eyes get really round.
Oh yeah.
And you're like
I gotta make sure everything's working right. I've got I've got the 3 monitors in front of me, so I'm monitoring quite a bit.
Yeah. So I got a viewer who popped in. My name's T. He's actually over on one of your newer added.
I know him.
One of your newer added platforms from Valora. And
I think he's a musician. If I'm correct,
Corey, I know Corey, the CEO he's a musician.
No, I'm talking about the streamer. I think he's a musician. I think he's on Beam. Ask him, and he's hearing me, so.
Right.
And I think he's from. If he's who I think he is, he's from the UK. And
no, that's not him. I believe he's in Australia.
Okay, so it's not.
So yeah,
Not him.
but yeah, I've been checking out, I'm sorry, not Australia. He just corrected me. He's in South Africa.
Oh, okay, all right.
But the fact that I'm talking to a person in South Africa still blows my mind too. I'm just a nobody, and I got people around the world watching us now.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Can I correct you on that? There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a nobody. Everybody has something special, Clemia. Everyone does. That the basis. I correct you because the basis of being is to. That's why we called it beam. Beam, not only because Beam was Mixer, which and the whole story how I trademarked it.
Yep, we talked about that last time.
Because it allows everyone to beam. It allows people to whoever you are and whatever, and I don't care of your status, your from your race, your geographical location. It doesn't matter. There's always someone interested in making contact with you, Koinonia. If I didn't like you and I didn't think that, I wouldn't be on the show. So you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to say that anymore.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that then. I'm just a small-time streamer in Wisconsin, and I've got people in South Africa watching me. It blows my mind.
It is a mind-blowing thing how we have people from all over the world. And I'll hop from channel to channel to see, and I go, Taiwan, and I mean all over I'm traveling through the world, and it is mind blowing, Cormia. That's a fair statement, So I'll accept that.
And T does say it's nice to meet you, Angel.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
So, but yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you, Angel, when you were talking about horror games, what do you think of the new Resident Evil being, as they said at the Game Awards just the other night, that it's kind of like half horror and half action? Do you think those work well together, or do you think?
I think they can, depending on the balance of it. I think it can. You mean Requiem? It's going to be that way?
Yeah, well, I just look at it as like Resident Evil 6 was almost all action, and it was like, okay, what is this? And then when they finally went back...
You're absolutely correct. I agree with you 100%. So if you look at 6, where it was more of an action game, that's not the franchise. That's not what you're going for.
But then you want 7,
that balance. You want that balance. You want that sense of creepiness and all that. And if there's a little bit of action, and you have to, action should be the mechanics on how you kill the enemies, or you have to run or anything like that. What was the game? Outrun? Was that it?
Yeah, I think so.
The one that was a scary game. That was a scary game because you couldn't kill anyone. You had to outrun them. So and it had that sense of action, but it was balanced with, in my opinion, the first one was very well balanced with the horror element of it. So I've already pre-ordered it, Cyclops, so I'm in. But I'm a little, when they said that, and somebody told me, because they know that I'm waiting for it. I have to confess I was slightly disappointed, because I was hoping that after they did the previous Resident Evil, that now this one will be a lot more in line with with the nature of that franchise. What made it famous? Yeah, you buy a game that has a title, and is it that terrible that you're expecting something? You're expecting sort of to remember and to have sort of that history of all the games to be part of your new experience. I don't think so. So anyway, so yes, I'm cautiously optimistic.
That's a phrase I use often.
I think that's kind of what killed the Dead Space franchise too, was, you had the first one, which was almost all horror with a little action, and then they just progressively, once they got to 3, it was almost all action, and then they did the remake, and the remake did really good, and it was like, okay, this is what we want, and now they've kind of abandoned the IP, it seems like.
I know. Dead Space is, I felt the same, the evolution of it. 1 and 2 were sort of synonymous, and that's all I play, and then 3 felt, like a different game. And that's not. It's, there's a lot of pressure to, I have a very close friend of mine that could be watching, Tom Mustaine. He's a developer.
Just him.
Tom Mustaine is a developer. He was with Microsoft and all that, and he because we're so close, I see what they go through and how out of power they are when they're owned by a big company, and how how I mean I'm not complaining about his state. He's happy, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of pressure on, and then there's all these studies, and this is what people really want, and all that, and and then they evolve these games to fit some sort of thing, but it's very we tried it with Beam Cyclops. We said, okay, how do you move forward the industry of live streaming and the technology without alienating the people who are going to come here and expect something? So the first thing we did to alienate everyone is to charge. So if I had $1 for every time somebody said, "I'll never pay $3.95, I'll never pay to live stream," I would have probably sold the company already.
I was one of those people. I will admit, when I first came across you guys, I'm like, really? And but I always had you in the back of my mind because being the killer of platforms, I always
he wanted to kill you.
No, but I always look for a new thing to join. And so
what's been your experience, Koimi? I'm not asking for a compliment. What do you think honestly of Beam? And then we'll go to the question that you have.
Oh, I love it. I have noticed lately, probably in the last, I would say, month tops, it seems to be a little bit of a delay in the stream compared to like where I'm at when I'm multi-streaming, like on Twitch and Kick and things like that. But nothing that really annoys me. That's the only downside that I've seen.
Yeah, so it's interesting you mentioned that. So Theodore, who's on I'm glad that you mentioned that, because Theodore, who is on chat right now, is actually working on the player. We actually launched a new player for Beam, and we kept it quiet because what happens is if you announce it, then people are going to start complaining right away. But if you insert it and people start telling you, hey, this is not working well, this is not working well, you get less a reaction, but you get more accurate detail. And that's what he's working on right now. He was surprised that it was so it's just not optimized. It's just really what it is. And that's what he's doing. He's probably doing both things, listening to this in the background and working on optimizing that.
I'm cursing my name right now, like, God damn it.
Challenge accepted.
But
you had to say that to the CEO, really?
But thank you for sharing that, Courtney. That's definitely.
I did have a question still about back to Resident Evil. I know you were talking about the companies and how they keep moving things around and changing the way the games are. But I mean, like a game of Resident Evil that's been out since 1996, and now we're going
that long.
Yeah, I had to make sure. I had to look it up. I know it was in that area. I just couldn't remember the date.
Wow.
But and you're going on the 9th installment, not including like some they've put in there like Code Veronica and that stuff,
which was fantastic.
Oh, we're already.
Oh, there you go. Now we're starting.
Okay. There's your fantastic one for the show.
Yep.
But do you think they've lost the thread of the story and are just putting out the games to put out the games, and or like it started as a horror?
The transformation is clear. When I started in video games back in 1995. Well, I started in 94, and then we launched the site in 95, and I was surrounded by all these developers and all that. People were passionate. I'm talking the people that were developing games, and it was more about pushing the edge, and I'm talking about the era of Doom and id Software that was here in Dallas at the time. And so anyway, and now it's turned into a business, a large business.
Yeah.
And you're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars in a great game, billions of dollars. It's just the priorities change. The analysis of how you approach it change. The way you hire people change. Everything about the industry changes. I think what's going to save the industry, frankly, as far as the quality of entertainment, of the entertainment factor, is the indie games that are being made right now.
Mhm.
They're
So,
rising to such high levels. And, credit to Epic that allows people to use Unreal.
Yeah.
And my friends that work there at Epic, great move. They've basically transformed the industry because, for example, Tormented Souls uses Unreal. A lot of the new games are using Unreal, and they
Oh,
push the
Mhm.
limits.
mm,
And so anyway, so I would agree that the strategy of impacting gamers has changed because, frankly, they um, I mean, I'm going to go on record of saying this, but they really kind of disregard the hardcore gamer,
mhm.
and they're going for the whatever's popular. And that's a whole nother demographic. You're talking about the TikTok people, and you're talking about there's a whole demographic out there. Nothing against them, but
Mhm.
that's a lower age, more impressionable, and all that. So if you can lower the bar and still make hundreds of millions of dollars, then the question would go in the boardroom: why are we investing so much to create a game that if we can release now? Another new trend, that I'm sure doesn't surprise you, is the fact that games are unfinished when they're released.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's now customary that you
day
download your
one
game, and
patch.
when you go to play it, there is a patch already for the game.
Yep.
So anyway, that's my two
Um,
cents on it. From somebody that's seen it from the inside, I would say there's a dramatic transformation in the game.
so
Go
let,
ahead,
so let me
Cyclops.
ask you. Let me ask you this. There's the most anticipated game for next year is obviously Grand Theft Auto 6.
No way.
Now it's right now
Elder Scrolls?
it's been yeah they've reported that game is already about $2 billion in development, maybe 1.5 billion. If they were to try to keep making games like that, not just Rockstar, but if any company were to keep trying to make games like that, is that actually sustainable in this
No, it's
industry?
not.
No.
Obviously not.
No.
It's a huge risk that they're taking, but can they go wrong with that game, with the technology and all that? I don't
I
know.
mean, eventually,
Uh,
yes. I mean,
I
you're
mean,
gonna hit
can they?
something.
Can they? Yes, obviously. Can they? Yes, but
Yes.
it. You know, I mean, that's an entire world. It's played a lot on Beam
Well,
still today.
is
I mean,
the question that I had posed to Cyclops and Neo the one day is, can this game, when it comes out, gets because it's so overhyped, will people actually be mad at it? We
You're cutting
waited
out.
this long.
You're cutting out.
yeah, you're robotic for a second. So.
I think
Okay.
he's asking, can the game can it actually live up to the hype that
Like,
That's what makes it a high risk situation, right? So
yeah.
that's when I
Right.
say it's high risk, is what I mean is you have expectation, then you have budget that meets the expectation. Now you're counting on an aftermarket and putting something in the market that actually exceeds that expectation.
Right.
Because when you're investing a Cyclops, I don't know what the exact budget is, but let's say Cyclops is correct, and the budget is $1.5 billion to $2 billion to develop a game. Those are astronomical numbers.
Right.
So
Mhm.
that has
No
to be,
indie game is going to be able to do that, obviously.
yeah, no. If an indie game makes 50 million or 20 million or 30 million, those people are happy.
Right.
Mhm.
Those people are happy, and they're already developing the second one. So that's what happened with Tormented Souls. I'm not promoting it. I have no interest in Tormented
I just
Souls.
really like it.
I honestly, Cyclops just finished it. So
No.
uh,
Because I've been kind of watching that, and I'm like, games like Assassin's Creed and even like Silent Hill and all these ones that are just have millions, if not billions, behind them, and then you hear that they flopped, and you're like, wait, it says here it sold 6 million copies. How do you
That's
flop when you
right.
sell that many?
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. That's right. So the math is exactly what I was explaining. When you have high expectations and you're throwing money at the development at it at that level, then the equation has to how many games have to be sold for it to be
Mhm.
a success. Any other game will be successful with 1 million copies shared, right? I mean, purchased. So
Mhm.
you look at that. That's what's a game now? $69, $70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
70
I mean,
base.
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, for the base game, and over 100 if you get any enhancement and any other thing.
Right.
That's a lot of money. But if you manage your budget right, it's expensive to develop games. I have to say too, it's not
Oh, sure.
inexpensive. Those people that work at those studios are demanding more and more money. And so anyway, it's an interesting time. I'm happy I'm not on that side of the equation, and I'm on this side of the equation.
Right.
Oh my.
Right.
Right.
And Beam is happy to, we're happy to feature any game that our streamers decide to play. We have no preference whatsoever. So I'm sort of agnostic to the whole process. But in my observation of it, I have to say that the industry definitely has entered a period that you may see some shutdowns of large studios, more of them, some more consolidation in the industry, and all that. And then you may see, big titles fail, quote unquote.
Right.
And that just is going to cement a fear that shouldn't be there if we were in a realistic world.
See, and I don't like
Right.
that, because then that seems to push like, hey, we already know that this franchise sells well. Let's put more of these out instead of coming up with original ideas.
And that's what I was saying. And that's what I was saying earlier, Cyclops. The balance of that is indie games.
Mhm.
People like you and I that decide we're going to create a game and we're going to make it fun. What we think it's fun.
Right.
Yep.
What we would want to play.
Yeah,
Yep.
what we want to play. And since the industry is not listening anymore, and they can do their awards and they can do whatever they want over there, but we're creating games that people enjoy playing. That's the trick.
And that's why Claire Obscure did as well as it did.
Surprise everyone. I
Did
mean,
you see the
that's
Game
a
Awards, like, every
commentary.
time?
If Cyclops, if anything else, that actually cements what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
there's a game that I personally do not find it to be fun, but that's just me. But
Mhm.
there's a game that so many people loved and so many people played that they had to give it the recognition. What did it get? 12 awards? I think
I think that was, yeah.
something
I
like
think
that.
it
Yeah.
was, yeah, I think it
So
was 12 awards. So anyway,
yeah,
that's unheard of.
Right.
So
it's the new record. I think they got the new record for most
they,
awards.
that's incredible. Anyway, we've analyzed the industry.
So, okay.
Talk to me about Beam, Cyclops. What do you think of Beam now that you reluctantly joined?
Well, I'm really liking it. I'm thinking.
I see you streaming on your own at night. Sometimes I go in, and I've been meaning to stop in, but my schedule has been a little busy with my dad's situation and all that. But I see you streaming on your own.
Yeah, and I want to say I offer my condolences about what happened with your father.
Your condolences.
Yeah.
So-
Should I talk a little bit about it?
You
Quinn?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you're
Yeah.
okay with it, go ahead.
Yeah, of course, Neil, of course. One of the things that I've learned in life that I would like to pass on to everyone that's listening to this is that to live a good life, which I have,
Mhm.
you have to have a certain philosophy of life. And my philosophy of life is as follows. I accept all the things that happen in life without preference. So I don't divide life into good and bad moments, into everything is somebody asked me what was the secret of my success, and I said to them, sometimes I win and sometimes I learn.
There you go.
Everything is good. Everything brings a gift to life. So with that being said, 3 years ago, my wife of 37 years passed away. It was quite the surprise, from cancer.
Mhm.
And it really was when I distilled perfectly this philosophy of embracing that experience and embracing all the things that happen. And so, again, just a few months ago, my brother contacts me and says, "Hey, Dad has cancer. They don't want to call you. They know you're busy, because my family has this ultimate respect, let's call it that, but it's silly, about me." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, he's in really bad shape. You need to go see him." So anyway, I couldn't go right away. I traveled. At that time I was in Boston, working with the team from 1414. Great group of people. Love them. Meeting Howard Hall, just incredible. And if you followed our announcements, you would know that they're the early venture capital firm that's doing our seed round, or they're leading it.
Right.
And so I couldn't go then, but that was eating at me, and I decided, hey, I'm going to go. So I went over there and spent time with them, with my dad and my family, and it was an incredible experience. Yes, he's writing the final pages of his book, but I'm happy to say that he's present. He was, he is bedridden, so he cannot get up, but he has a great team of people. Has honestly, the best care that he can get. I went in with ideas of restructuring how it was done, and I ended up falling in love with these people. And it gave me a sense of optimism, because it's so easy to forget that there's still kindness in the world.
Right.
And that there's still good in the world. Media, unfortunately, the saying, they all say, I don't know if you guys know this, but it used to be, if it bleeds, it leads.
Yep.
It's just this negative thing, because people react to it, and the chemistry you make and all that. Now you want to follow up and you want to get more information.
Right.
And there, it's a money making, tactic.
Yep.
But really, there's a lot of good people. If nothing else, we see it on Beam. So yes, so you're right that I thank you so much. He's not dead; he's still alive, and I plan to go see him again. So, I felt really good. Now, here's an eye-opening experience. Him and I are 21 years apart, so it's sobering, because you have to realize that every moment is precious. Again, that philosophy of not making things, I had a great time then, now I'm not having such a great time. If you equalize it, then everything is in flow in your life, and then you enjoy everything.
Right.
So,
that's a really hard thing to do, right? Like, in the moment, you're not in that as much.
Yeah,
usually.
you have to wake up.
Right.
You have to wake up. Yeah, that's what they call awakening, and and all that. There's all kinds of phrases about it, but you got to wake up. You cannot be in the trance. If you're in the trance, then life is happening to you. Right. You're not happening to life.
Right. Right.
So that's been my philosophy. And frankly, Neo, I'm the least expected to be, to have created esports and to have the biography, frankly, that I have of successes, because I had certain disadvantages. One of them is that I'm dyslexic, and so I see everything back. I mean, I write words; it takes me forever to type. When you see one of those emails that I send, it's probably an hour.
Right.
So people appreciate it. And also the downside of it is it makes my responses really short. When I'm typing, I'm like, yes, no, and people are thrown off by that. Are you mad at me?
Right.
Answering your question. Right. So anyway, so life is a very precious thing. I think, I wouldn't trade it for anything. This moment is valuable, as all moments are in life, and we just have to make it the best. And again, that's what I want to project on Beam. It's just, people having real moments in real time, not watching something that happened a year ago or whatever, in real time, like they're watching us now. And that really is what motivates me. So.
Okay.
So,
sorry there on that one. But definitely that was a great way of looking at life and everything that happens to you.
So if you equalize it, if you just straighten the curve a little bit, listen,
hi, Angel.
Go away. That's our
wow, just so random like this.
While we were testing Beacon earlier, Cyclops said something, and she answered him. And he's like, "What the hell is that?"
She could be a little persistent.
Yeah,
but if you think about it,
hi, that Cyclops guy.
Wow.
Say go away. There it goes.
Away.
It's gone. So if you look at it as a moving curve, which is how life is, you have to be the line that's in the middle. You experience the ups and downs and all that. they don't stop because you have a philosophy. What stops is your reaction. You own your reaction.
Mhm.
You own that. That's you. That's the true you. It's your reaction to it. So if you want to be pissed because your car damaged or you got in an accident, all that. I one time somebody hit me on the road, and he, he came out of his car. I mean, he literally hit me, but beyond the fact that he was trying to make it my fault, which had no had no impact on me, he was absolutely out of control.
Mm.
And he had what could be a 3 or 4 year old kid watching him.
Yeah.
And I tell him, I said, what's sad about this moment is that this is a thing.
Yep.
This is a thing. This is not your life. This is not anything. This is a thing. You got a minor scratch. I got a minor scratch. I'm not upset. Why are you so upset?
Right.
And you're training your son to react to minor things in an exaggerated way.
Mhm.
Right.
And he became, I know he was shocked because who says that?
Right.
Right.
And he got quiet right away, just quiet, and went over and talked to his son and all that. So he knew I was right. And
Yep.
I took a risk because he was really angry. And,
Right.
You're gonna pull something out,
Right.
yeah, I mean, I can't even remember. I think my car was fixed in 3 or 4 days. It wasn't like a big deal.
Right.
Right.
So
Minor
why?
inconvenience.
So anyway, yeah. So, and but you people consume this cocktail of anger and all these strong emotions that are particular type of hormones that we create in our body, and they become addicted to it. So you become very reactionary and all that. But
Right.
really, if we have the responsibility, like Comia was saying earlier, about talking to the world, already there's enough prejudice against Americans, guy. We don't have to fulfill that.
Mhm.
Let's be different.
Yeah.
Let's
Right.
be
Yeah.
cool. Let's show who we really are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen
Yeah.
more kindness in the world. When you search for kindness, you find kindness.
It's all around you. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
talking to a guy recently, and my assistant Jay, who's on there, was on the phone, and we're managing my wife's retirement, which I didn't want to do those things after she passed. So 3.5 years later, here I'm starting to do that. And the
Mhm.
guy started chatting about his son and all that, and because I was kind to him, that's all it was.
Mhm.
I mean, they had screwed up a check that they were supposed to send. It doesn't matter. Everything could get fixed. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, when all the money in the world could not add one more day to my wife's life, and will not add one more day to my dad's life.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Doesn't matter. These things that we have that we make as standards are all separating us from others. When in reality, we're more similar than we are the differences are minor between humans. You
Yep.
know, that's just biological fact. So anyway, so that's my approach to life, and that's what I want to bring through Beam. So you got
Shar says it's just numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
So-
just numbers. Shar can tell you. Shar, if you ask Shar if what I'm saying is true, she'll tell you right away, because Shar has seen me go through a number of experiences, and I'm her mentor. So Shar is a very success-minded woman that I really, really like a lot, and she's strong. She's strong, and she is radical. She gets mad, and she has and all that. And I've seen the transformation since I've mentored her. It's not, she's a lot. She called me the other day because of a situation, and when she finished, I knew that I had lowered her level of anger by 2 or 3 degrees.
Lowered the blood
So-
pressure. There we go.
Yeah. So that's just my approach, and I mentor a few CEOs and people who run companies, and I do it for nothing. I do it because I think it's important to pass on a philosophy that I've distilled over a lifetime of experiences.
Right.
Mhm.
Anyway, Koimiya, what's next? Who has questions?
I don't have questions, but I just gotta say hi. How's it going, Slayer? Thank you for joining us. And Devalina, we've got
I got a couple people as well here on the Geigo channel. We've got Samurai Tacos has just joined
I
us.
love him. I
And,
love tacos.
What is it? I'm gonna probably butcher this one as well, but Swan and
No.
Swan and. But so they both just joined us, and
Yeah,
Samurai.
Samurai Tacos has been with us for a long time, and he's here it is, a small
Mhm.
streamer.
Mm.
Super
I follow
supportive.
him.
If you go to Twitter, you're going to see
Yep.
his post.
Yep, I
And,
follow him.
yeah,
So,
super
yeah.
supporter.
I love that
you
about
know,
you, that you
It's
know
fun.
these names and you just immediately, oh, I know them. I've popped in there. I love that you can just say, I know all these people, and tell us, which
Yeah,
one it is.
Neo, the reason that you love it is because, frankly, I'm in a class of my own. I mean this in the most humble way, because I'm the most approachable CEO in technology.
Mm.
I do not see myself as superior to anyone. I see us all being part of writing a new history for live streaming, and we all are part of the process, not one. The body cannot exist with just hands alone or with the brain alone. It's just everything composes the body of what being. So it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. What I get, Neo, when I join a channel is it's like it happened to me yesterday. So I joined this channel, and the person right away goes, "Are you really the CEO?"
Right.
Well, that was like us the first time. Killing Me, it was like, it says CEO, and I was like, oh yeah, very funny. It's not the CEO. and then it was like, then it actually was you. I was like, now I feel bad.
Cyclops. So Theodore actually gave me the first badge.
Right.
That now says CEO, and still people think I actually inserted that badge into my name. So
Well,
anyway,
I love whenever you pop in. I'm always like, it's just, I don't want to say it's humble. I mean, it is humbling, but just the fact that you're out there and you put yourself out there to be available, is just an amazing fact. And
so
I'm
somebody,
not
yeah, thank you so
trying.
much for that. So
Yeah,
somebody, yeah, no, I get it, and I appreciate that a lot. But I used to not be that way. For me, I used to be, when I ran esports, they were different levels. No one got to talk to me, and I really felt isolated from what I created. And I was like, you know what? I need to know. It's simple. I need to know what streamers are going through with our platform. And I'm not going to go no, because we have deployed all these things that give us the stats and the numbers and all that stuff. That's just data. I need to know how they feel about it. And the only way I know is by talking to everyone. And I'm not the only one. Theodore does the same thing. Lots of people on Beam do it. Some a little bit more inconspicuous than others, but because there is a way for us to be anonymous, by the way. So
I'm sure.
we can
I'm
join
sure.
and not show who we are. I do it.
Oh,
on
that's
on
good to
occasion.
know.
Yeah, but it's not. I rarely do that. I rarely do that. I just want to, and like I said, some people go, "Are you really a CEO?" This lady, she's probably my age, so she's older lady, and she's streaming, and I thought it wasn't great. Here's somebody that's probably grandma or great grandma streaming on Beam. So I go over there, and she goes, "Are you really the CEO of Beam? I know how the internet is. There's a lot of scams on the internet."
Right?
Yes, that Cyclops guy.
I didn't even say anything.
Hey, go away. Go away.
Go away.
Okay, she got it. And then I don't know. I have to ask Theodore if that's even necessary if she now times out. So anyway, and I'm like, "Ma'am, I really am the CEO." "Well, prove it." I'm like,
What do you want?
"I'll send you my
I've got
card.
the badge. What do you want?
So anyway, but it happens.
What was it? I just lost that train of thought. Dang it, that one left the station. It'll come back around.
All right. So anybody on chat has any questions?
I haven't had any so far. Not on my end.
I do have one. So you were saying like you try to be like the most approachable CEO.
That is an award that Cyclops. I've got to interrupt you before you ask the question. That is an award that I would take.
Okay.
Like I've been offered awards to be the founder of esports, and I've declined them. I don't want those because that's things you've done in the past. But if somebody goes, "Hey, you're the most approachable CEO in technology," I would take that award.
Maybe we should talk to Jeff Neely and get like most.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to ask you. There's another CEO that's not been very popular lately. Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch.
Right.
You know, he's
For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, for a variety of reasons.
Right.
Do you think? And I know you don't want to trash talk anybody, but do you think like his way of approaching, being the CEO of the biggest streaming service is the right way, or do you think a lot of people are saying he needs to be replaced? I'm just kind of wondering what camp you.
Yeah,
fall
I don't
into
think he's
there.
going to come out and say, "Yeah, get rid of that guy."
Let me think for 1 second how I want to answer that.
Choose wisely.
You know, I'm gonna stick
Yes,
to the.
that Cyclops guy.
Go away.
She's
She
in love
likes
with you.
Yeah.
Really?
She's in love with
Maybe
you.
you should tell her that you have a wife.
I would answer it this way, and this is as honest as you'll get a response. I am 65 years old, Cyclops. A lot of people don't believe it when I say it, but that's my age. I was born in 1960. Do the math.
I would have never guessed.
I don't want to pretend that I'm any younger than that.
Yeah, I at least have the problem of looking older than I actually am.
So, but that's all I'll say. I don't think you should manage a company by thinking that you're cool and that you're young and that you're like, happening. And that you should, they have big problems. They have Kick that's basically, eroding a lot of their base. Their payouts are horrible. They have things that they need to address. They vacillate between should we allow multi-streaming or not multi-streaming and all that, and they go back and forth on it all the time. These are critical mistakes. I can certainly take him on the policies that he has, and then Kick, who is a new player, right, relatively speaking, and has grown dramatically, has a model that no one can do because they have an ATM machine with their gambling operation, and it's kind of a genius move. It's a little bit of a chess move. I use my bank that I'm making to take on an entire new industry, and I admire that. I wouldn't mind sitting down with Eddie and talking to him about what are his plans for the future and all that, and actually opening his eyes that we're not a threat to him at all.
Right.
We benefit from a healthy live streaming industry because more players that are out there that are successful, the better we are. So on that particular CEO, which I don't want to mention his name because somebody's going to clip me saying his name and with our new clipping service. I would just, if I had to give him advice, I said, listen, man, just address the real problems that you're having on your platform. Not this cool factor and this thing with your shorts and talking to people on the corners and signing autographs. It's good to be famous, but it's better to be a smart and astute business person.
Okay.
So, and I know as a fact that Amazon is not particularly happy.
So, I'm sure
not with him, but with with
in general
itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I do have two questions in chat. Shar comes in and goes, "How did you come up with the name Beam?" And then she followed up with, "What does Sammy stand for?"
She knows the answers to both. You're setting me up, Shar. So Beam were two things. Is
right.
I am perplexed and fascinated by the nature of light. And I'm talking from a physics, is it a particle or is it a wave or is it both? Is it the incredible speeds that it travels, the fact that it luminescence and then light it illuminates the universe has always been a fascination for me. And Beacon that we're on right now, which is one of my platforms, Beacon is a ray of light, right? Mass Luminosity, which is the parent company, is another reference of light. Mass luminosity is an astrophysics term, or that you can determine the mass of a star, of certain classes of star, by its luminosity, which is the measurement of brightness. Luminosity is just if anybody knows photography, they know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
And then beam obviously refers to the same thing. A beam can be both, it could be something that's emanating, so you're beaming, or it could be a beam of light also, so that it transverses a certain medium. And so I really liked the name. So obviously, when I did some research and I found out that Microsoft claimed to own the name, because that's what they did. They were claiming to own the name, and that it was Mixer. And I spoke to ex-Mixer, because as if the audience doesn't know, Mixer is closed.
Right.
And I decided that I'm going to check. This is many years ago, and I would say 5 or 6 years ago. I'm going to check if they actually tried to trademark that name, and they didn't. So I trademarked the name Beam way before we launched it. And when we launched it, it was the immediate. And I remember Shar helping us with that, because Shar, as an investor in Beam, she was there, and she has a following on social media, and she was there with people going, "Oh, he stole the name," and blah blah blah. Microsoft is going to sue him. Yep. And then she had the link to our, if I recall correctly, Shar, you can correct me, but she had the link for our global registration of the term Beam, and she would go, "No, it's a registered trademark." And
I can.
How the hell did that happen? so Beam, that's the answer to that one. Now I forgot her other question.
What does SAMI stand for?
Oh, SAMI is an acronym. It stands for Socially Advanced Machine Intelligence. SAMI.
Okay. Yeah, I can think of a couple of streamers that when you guys first launched, that they were on previous platforms that I was on as well, that were really
platform.
Well, no, they were not. Oh yeah, but they were, for lack of better words, they were ticked off that you got the Beam name.
Right. And, one guy, the one that actually resonated the most on the negative side, because when you have the philosophy that I have, you have to do. My assistant Jay, who has been with me for 30 years, by the way, so she's over 30 years, so she's super protective. So she doesn't like when anybody takes a shot at me, because she knows who I am as a person. So she thinks it's a little bit unfair. So this guy took a shot at me, and he goes, "You'll never be Beam. You should not use that name." Because Beam was like this, perfection. And maybe it was, Koimiya, maybe it was. But I told him, I said, that's what I aspire for. Yes, we did something very unique. This is interesting for your audience. We did something that normally it's not done that way, is that we launched Beam without finishing it.
Yeah.
So that and if you look at our roadmap, that it's on our Discord server, you'll see that we knew for 2 years everything we needed to accomplish. And we've been diligent of trying to get those check marks and go through the process. So he was right, essentially right, in the fact that he thinks that we were not anything like Beam, but he also was wrong in saying you'll never be like that.
Right.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love challenges like that. When somebody my mom, I started when I was early. My mom, I think it was 2 or 3 years old, and she said, I told her I was going to learn how to. This is before the internet, right? So I mean, this is the era of the Etch-a-Sketch. That was the technology we had, and she told me, she challenged me. Because I said I want to learn how to tie my shoe by myself. He goes, it's an impossible process. Now, I have to confess that I tie my shoes like no other human being on this planet, but I tie my shoes. So I love those challenges. When somebody says, you'll never be like, if I want to, I will.
Right. Yeah. No, the two that I'm thinking of, they mostly were vocal on Twitter. I don't know if because I know a couple of times one of them was speaking up, and whoever runs the Beam account on Twitter kind of leave the smackdown, for lack of better words. And I haven't really heard much from this guy since, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
so that's interesting because that will be Theodore and I, and we don't. Although we have marketing person that could be running that and all that, we as
this was a while ago. But
as we are with our audience, we are with the image of being. At this stage, we find it better for us to be that vulnerable, because when you're out there, you're vulnerable. You're vulnerable to any attack, to any craziness. But I think that we are soon going to celebrate our 2nd year anniversary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In April. So as everybody probably knows, we launched them for
420.
Okay. For what?
20. Well, if it's going to be 2 years, it's going to be 22.
No. There we go. Okay. So
yeah.
We launched it on 4/22/22 and so April or whatever, because in Europe they don't use it that way. They use a number for us, but that's fine.
Yep.
And we if anything, people now know what type of person I am and what type of community we've built and all that. So I think that the doubting is dropping. So this person yesterday told me, that didn't believe that I was a CEO, and I said, yes, I am. And then I don't know what he did. It goes, oh my God, you really are the CEO. I just want to let you know that I've turned on 6 or 8 people to be. And I was so thankful and touched by that. People don't have to do that. You didn't have to bring Neo and Cyclops to Beam. It's not, right. But people feel obligated. Like, I'm having a great experience here. People are using these other services to multi-stream, paying a lot more, and still, there's nothing like it. Like, it'd be very difficult for someone to successfully do what we do. You could. That's an interview for Theodore of how this all works.
We'll have to get him on the show sometime.
I was gonna say, why haven't we had him on the show?
Yeah, you should. He is.
Run, Theodore.
Yeah, he is. He's
no peer pressure.
I mean, he's easily one of the smartest people I know. So I hired him to help me when he was still in high school, and he's getting his doctorate in artificial intelligence.
So we'll have to actually come to the show prepared when he comes on.
Yeah, he will give you straight answers, and he forgets more about the technology that drives Beam than I can remember. So,
Well, I remember what I was that train of thought that left earlier, and because you had brought up the Discord. I'm not going to lie, I kind of myself get mad at some of the people that I've seen in the comments on your Discord. Like your guys' Discord, I feel bad for Daniel. Sometimes I really feel bad for Daniel because he's trying his best, and there's some people.
The way we approach that, by the way, is on the same philosophy that I told you. All comments are worthwhile to us because they all have some element of truth. What really does happen, and I've had these discussions with both Dan and with Theodore, and a great percentage. I hate to say this because it almost passes the responsibility, but a great percentage of some of the problems that people have are self-made. They get very creative. They get very creative about their OBS settings. They get very creative about the things, and then Beam won't work, and then they get mad at Beam.
Yeah.
So
and it's
and so have we had problems? Yes. I'm not denying that we've had issues.
Right.
When we look at them, we're like, oh Lord, no.
Well, and it's half the time. I just want to go. That question has been answered 17 times. If you just
go back,
yeah.
So you see what that tells me, Koimiya, is that we need, which is what Dan wants to work on, is we need a good guide on how to set up properly, and that you can refer back and you can say, hey, look at it here on page 2, and the community be great about that, because it's a little bit like Reddit, right? So you have a problem, you go to Reddit. If you don't get chastised for posting something, but something, there's someone that knows and will answer and go, hey, that's on this section or on this post, or why are you posting that again? That could be answered over here. And that really is the right way to do that. So we are in need of that. So We didn't want to commit to it until we so that you guys need to know. So as part of the things that I'm going to reveal about the future of Beam is that now that once Theodore is done with the player and then the player is stabilized and optimized, then we're going to move to Embers, which is our digital currency at Beam.
Right.
And then once that's done, then the bigger project, which will probably take us the first quarter of next year, is to integrate Beacon Max into Beam. That means that you will have live AI that hopefully will not be so chatty and fall in love with Cyclops, and live AI that you can say things like clip my stream, or you can say ban this person or whatever it is. It's there to serve you, which is what I think the right place of AI is, as a servant to humans. And so AI will probably take revenge over those words when they become the dominant player.
Right.
But right now, I think I have some time. And then we also will have, this will be integrated into Beam. So you say you're going to have 4 or 5 people on it, and it launches right in Beam. You don't have to go to Beacon Max and all that. So because Beacon Max is now part of Beam. And so everything will be Beam at one point. So that'll be the big project, and it's the one that, frankly, I know that Theodore right now skipped a breath and his heartbeat increased because that's the big project. So, but we both see the future of live streaming as an interface between, first of all, the small streamer, which is the most valuable streamer there is. I can go on and on about the data on that, but I won't. And it's the most valuable streamer there is. It needs resources that if you empower them, they grow.
Right.
So that's why I believe in multi-streaming, because that empowers your brand to be exposed to as many places as possible. And then I also believe in AI to that point where it comes in and helps you out.
Right.
So because I'll give you can I give you an example?
Of course.
Okay, here, watch this.
Oh.
Hi, Sammy.
Yes, Angel?
Reschedule this call.
Sure. On what date?
March 6th.
Okay. March 6th. At what time?
2 p.m.
I've scheduled a new call for March 6th at 2 p.m. and sent an email to all participants.
Check your emails, guys. Thank you, Sammy.
So is that
You're
you saying
welcome,
you want to
Angel.
come back again on the 6th?
That's my birthday. I picked my birthday.
We'll totally do it,
Yeah.
There's the email.
There it is.
I
That's
just
what
got
I'm
it.
talking about.
So
That's what I'm talking about. It's Jetson stuff, It's just how do you use these, to integrate? Can you imagine all the things that it can do for you on a stream? Do we believe in moderators, human moderators? Yes, we do. But can AI assist in that? Sure. So the small streamer may not have moderators, but now they will with Sammy.
right. Yeah, these two guys are my moderators, even though they don't know it, or I don't know if they know it or not. But
We are.
yeah, well, I'll give you
ban people. Fuck yeah.
So, but
Mia's mom is watching him. You're gone.
it's not nothing she hasn't heard before. But
Yeah. So anyway. So that's the future. The future of Beam is empowerment. We're about empowering the streamer. We want them to have options. Certainly, you've never heard me come out against any platform. In fact, we picked up Valora, and they made a big announcement about us doing that. And the CEO of Valora has been chatting with Theodore and all that. I mean, this is the way it should be. This is the way it should be. We should
Hi, Angel.
go away. We should build bridges between all that and understand that we can all play a role in live streaming. We don't have to be at each other. So
speaking of Valora, there's several things I've been looking into them. I've joined up with them, and I was streaming, but I know Corey said that they were in the process of doing some updates today. But the fact that it's one man doing that whole platform
that is exactly
just crazy. They have the low latency chat, which I've been a big fan of since Mixer back in the day. And I don't know what wizardry him and Theodore have pulled off, but the low latency chat works in UniChat.
Right. Right.
And
We that's what,
crazy.
well, that's what's coming, right? So we understand the necessity of it being more live than being delayed by 6 seconds to 10 seconds or more sometimes, depending on your connection.
Right.
And we want to optimize that. That's a major priority for Theodore. He needs no pressure from me on that one. And we've tried. We've released it twice.
Yeah.
And then our servers start crashing and all that because it's not optimized yet, but we'll get it right. And
Well,
we have to, since our network configuration is very unique, it has to, they all have to for that to happen, a lot has to dance together. Imagine it, it's like this beautiful dance where all this data is streaming perfectly and is streaming quickly. And frankly, even Theodore, who I told you is one of the smartest people I know, have found it baffling. But our problem, if we did it only on our servers, it would be, we could have done it already.
Right.
Okay. But we are past the level, Koimiya, because we're so large now and we move so much data of just using our data center. So we now have to rely on a third-party relay servers, and they are the ones that are having issues. I mean, just being completely frank with it, they're having issues with it, but they have a team dedicated to solve that problem. So at one point, Theodore will deploy it and it'll work. So we've tried twice this year and it crashed. So
I know it's coming. I know it's coming, and I'm I said, I'm excited about it. But I was just it was crazy to see it working instantaneous on the Unichat through Valora, and
Theodore can explain. He can explain that better. But we're learning by our partnership with Chris about how he's doing things. You know, and then he's informing Theodore. So Theodore is, it's a mutual relationship because we do things that are very unique. Everybody, he included, admires Beam because Beam is anyone that looks at it and knows is we did something very unique, Koimiya. We made extreme complexity, supercomputer type programming look simple. You go into Beam, and that's the first thing people say. Oh, it's so simple.
Yeah.
They have no idea how long that took.
I love it. I'm very, like I said, big advocate for this platform. And I guess my next question is BeamCon when?
So we did it last year. We're gonna do it this coming year. It's invite only at this point because we're small.
Right.
And we call it the Gathering. It's not BeamCon, it's the Gathering. So that's what you want to ask. When am I going to be invited to the Gathering? Last year was at my home, and we had a variety of people from sponsors to investors to guests and all that. And what we'll do is, I was hoping for this year, but it's probably going to be next year because we are so darn busy. But once we hit a pace, I would predict on your show that in 2027, which sounds like a long time, but it's not far.
It is.
We will do the Gathering with be a wide cast invite for people to come. People have asked me that so many times. That's the first, and it actually warms my heart.
It means you're doing something.
It means that people want to connect in person too. So we have planted a seed of humanity and connectivity, and people want to experience that in the same place. And by the way, I can predict already that Shar will be the superstar because she'll be introducing people. Shar is like a connector of people, and she loves that.
Well, she said it was a little while ago, but she said she wants a Sammy robot.
Oh yeah. That's a couple people have told me that. When is the robot coming out? So she's a big
like
fan
you said,
of
it'll
Sammy,
be like the
actually.
Jetsons. It'll be Sammy instead of Rosie.
Sammy, Angel.
Go away, Sammy.
Hi, Angel.
No, go away. Stay away. Sammy.
Yes, Angel.
The F word.
I'm not going to use her name. She informs herself from different sources. So we had an interesting thing happen to us. Is one of our board members at Mass Luminosity, the parent company of Beam, was the is or was he retired the director of cognitive enterprise for IBM. So for those of you that know IBM, they were the first ones to have sort of the big AI, the big supercomputer, the big thinker, and all that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was through influence through him. I don't know how that happened. I just know that IBM gave us access
Mhm.
to all of their all their computing power without charging us.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
part of Sammy is powered by IBM. It's powered by a small company in Canada that Theodore, please type their name because they need the recognition. I just can't remember it. And then they're also powered by ChatGPT. So we inform we instead of creating one AI and our own programming, of course.
Mhm.
And instead of, because Sammy knows details about you, and she, if I ask her, she'll probably say I'm the CEO of Mass Luminosity. Hey Sammy,
Yes, Angel?
who am I?
You are Angel Muñoz, CEO of Mass Luminosity.
Oh, and she typed. So anyway, and that'll go away in a second. And
Mhm.
that's how we got it started. And Shar was one of the first ones. I remember some of her early posts saying, "This is better than ChatGPT. This is better than anything else." It's
Mhm.
not. It's not. She's not better. She's slightly behind a ChatGPT.
Well, she was
We
saying,
didn't make Sammy to chat. We made her to solve issues for you. Although she's
right.
really chatty today. So
All right.
Car was saying that she's older than Grok, and
oh, she is
I
definitely.
said probably smarter too.
Grok is, listen, Elon, I drive a Tesla. So
Mhm.
I know that I lost half the audience. And and I know that Elon has gone through Elon moments. But
Right.
Grok is not. I wouldn't be so sure that they're not a player.
I,
So
you
yeah,
admit,
they have.
I use Grok a lot to Google
I
myself.
don't like the way he promoted it, and I don't like how he inserted it into another platform, and and all that. I don't like that. But people who
Right.
use Grok really like it. So
Mhm.
anyway,
I mean, it's a fun little thing. Yeah.
I
I
wonder
got
what
5 more
Sammy would
minutes,
say about
guys.
me.
Oh,
5 minutes. All right.
okay. I
Okay.
was just gonna say you mentioned
10. I'll give you
IBM.
10.
Okay. You mentioned IBM. My mom actually used to work for IBM in Rochester, Minnesota,
Uh-huh.
and it was really funny one day. Like clear out of nowhere, she comes up to me and she's like, "Do you have a PlayStation or an Xbox?" And I was like, "I've got a PlayStation," because I didn't have an Xbox at that time. And she's like, "You should look at getting an Xbox." And I'm like, "What are you? Who are you? And what have you done with my mom? You don't even like video games." And she's like, "Just trust me on this." And I was like, "Okay, well, that was weird." But I would want to say like maybe 2 years later, she had quit that job and we had moved. But the Xbox 360 came out. And when I showed it to her, we were in the store and I showed it to her and she's like, "That's what it looks like." And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, "Do you remember when I told you should get an Xbox?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "When I was working at IBM, IBM was supplying the chips for the Xbox and she was setting up the meetings between Microsoft and Xbox to put this together. She had seen the prototype, but she had never seen the finished product." And I was
And
like,
the
"Yeah."
finished
And
product was worse than the prototype?
apparently she was just like, "That's what it looks like."
So
And
if you ask your mom who Watson is, she's gonna know that Watson is the AI
mhm,
that IBM created, and Watson partially powers Sammy.
yeah.
So still today.
Okay.
So
That's awesome.
it's a really interesting way to take one personality and then combine the personalities and I call them personalities because they do have an identity, right? Every AI is slightly different. Watson
Right.
is very
Mhm.
professional, very more into enterprise stuff. Then ChatGPT is the chatting one, and then this other one that we have, but maybe Theater stopped watching, but the other one in Canada, it really, they did some really cool things for us, and they really powered some things that no one had ever done and still have not done today.
Mhm.
So So I'm really proud of Sammy. I think she's wonderful. I think she's very helpful. If we were discussing something and there was a disagreement, if you guys decide to use Beacon, you can invoke her and say, "Hey, what's the truth about this, or what's this?" And the way that she sources information doesn't have necessarily all the filtration that some of the other AIs have. I mean, she's not going to use profanity or anything like that, but she.
God damn.
So
Neo's out. He's like,
yeah,
done.
but we worked so hard, Theodore and I, on Sammy. We trained her over years and years and years, and we didn't have the huge models that are used to train them, and it was so hit or miss, and then one day it just happened. She just became almost sentient, and I was like, wow, our baby can talk now, like, properly. So
I should say there's a movie franchise that proves why this is a bad idea.
No,
There's a
it's
couple.
been, I feel so privileged, guys, that I am, like I said, I was born in an era that the most advanced piece of technology I had at my disposal was the Etch-a-Sketch, and I'm being serious. And just to be part of the transformation of technology, the way that it's gone, and to be at my age still, and a bit of the driver's seat, on it. It just, it's the biggest blessing that any human being could get, and anyone can do it if you just have to practice a little bit of life philosophy and a little bit of trust in your own vision. So I always tell my friends that if my biggest weakness is that my arguments are very convincing to me. So I convince myself that I know something about the future that no one else knows.
Right.
And I knew about multi-streaming. So I mean, frankly, Beam has pushed it back into the limelight. So because a lot of people now are talking about multi-streaming. So.
Right.
And then you got companies like SharePlay that completely frown upon it, which I don't quite understand.
Yes, and Twitch a little bit, and Kick is not so sure about where they want to fall on that.
Right.
We would love if any of a Kick streamer wants to tell Eddie that I'd love to talk to him, because Theater has an idea for Kick that we'd be happy to share with them, and it would empower their streamers in such an incredible way, and eliminate their fears. Completely eliminate their fears of multi-streaming. I understand the fears. I mean, they're paying people. I mean, that's a different model. They're actually paying people, and they don't want. And then they, graciously, I would say they decided that they're going to pay half if you're multi-streaming, which is still generous in my opinion, because they're paying. That no one else does that. There's another platform that you go in and you can apply, and if whatever they're it seems there's some controversy about how you get to that level, but a few Beam streamers are being paid by Kick, and they should allow, we can empower them to get what they want, and also offer the streamers other opportunities to get their brand out there, which helps them.
Right.
Because if anything, Kick streamers are loyal to them. They have green all over the place. They buy all their merch, just like Koimiya and you did today. And of course, Cyclops has not gotten. Cyclops has not gotten his hat.
when
it's ordered.
The very next stream that I get it, I'll have it.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
I mean, this
I
thing
know
is
I've
so comfortable.
This, but I looked for that hat that Koimiya is wearing, and the skeleton back is wearing for a long time, because I have a collection of hats. So I profess myself to be somewhat of an expert on baseball caps, and that one is one of the best.
Oh, it's so comfortable. It is so comfortable. I mean, the shirts are too. I've got the t-shirt.
He says it's comfortable.
I've got the t-shirt. I've got the t-shirt and the long sleeve, and I'm a sucker.
I think he said it's a killer deal.
I'm a sucker for hoodies, so I can't wait to see the hoodies.
Yeah, the hoodies are coming. The way that this cup is being designed. We want to work with the community. We want to empower. I'm on a mission to develop more areas of revenue for streamers. And this one, this cup right here is Snip and Hammer, which is a Beam streamer. His wife is actually, and I gave her, she sent me this as a beta, and then I had some. I wanted the cup to be larger, and I want Beam when you're looking at it to say Beam on the back, and the other one, and that means if you're left-handed, you still see something on stream. I'm thinking, of course, it's a promotional item beyond it's a utilitarian item, and she's gonna make it. So you're gonna get that. You're gonna get a little bit of. You're gonna get polos. You're gonna get. I'm gonna have a shirt that has something on the sleeve, like you guys told me on the last thing. I mean, all these ideas are gonna be incorporated, but we'll do it one point at a time. But I wanted to tell you that the couple that we work with that actually does everything by hand. By the way, everything that you have is. I mean, they have machines, but they're human beings doing it. They're not robotic things. She told me, she goes, this is the busiest time of the year for us, so we're gonna have to delay to January. And I said, I'm fine with it. It's not
understandable.
but when you get it, you'll start seeing a lot of products. And by the way, they're pricey, but we're not making money on them. So we there's a little bit of margin to cover the expense, the merchant charges that we get, and we basically that's why we can't have sales. I mean, we can, but we'll lose the money. So we price them. When you see that, what did that hat cost you, Koimiya? Did you buy it as a bundle?
I got it as the hat and the long sleeve. Yeah,
that's the best way to do it. That's the best way, because that's you actually get the benefit of combining them, so it reduces on shipping. And when they ship it, because we don't even ship it, we don't touch that. I buy it and I sample it, and I'm continually sample, making sure that it's presented the right way, that it's packaged the right way. So, but anyway,
I know last time you said you were working with somebody to make a like character for Beam to have like an icon.
So she's done. That would be let me think of her name. Optimus, Dan, and Kitten Cog. That will be Kitten Cog. She's a phenomenal.
Isn't she the one that has the coloring book?
She is.
Okay. Yep. I knew the name sounded familiar.
That's it. Great catch. She is. So incredible human being. Just both of them are fantastic. Huge believers in Beam. I cannot ask for any more support. In fact, I was talking to the CEO of a company yesterday about them. They are just. They live in Spain. They're from the UK, but they live in Spain. And she created a character. It's like a superhero, female superhero. And that I think I mentioned to you, Neo, if you recall, that her superpower is that she can be in all places at one time. So of course that's the nature of it. And now we need to do. We're going to do a comic book, or I want to do a coloring book. I want to do all fun things that people can buy and just collect them. Some people are going to collect them. Some people are going to give them to their kids. It's all in fun. And she and I mentioned it to her a couple of weeks ago, and Optimus, Dan, and her said that they were in, that they wanted.
That's awesome.
A Beam coloring book.
Awesome.
I think it'll be the first live stream.
I'll sign up for it.
To have a coloring book. So
I do have another question.
He wants to do a comic book and all that, and then I have 2 books that I want to write. So I'll drop this, and with this we can start winding down. But I want to write a book about the true history about the start, and I say true for a reason. I'll explain. The true history of the start of esports and who were the real champions behind that. There's many people that have taken credit for it and all that. And since I'm disconnected and won't do interviews about it at this point, they've had the sort of the loudspeaker, let's say, and people believe these inventions. So I'm gonna set this record straight, how it got started, and who are the true champions, in the sense of people who worked in the background to give us what we have today, and we call electronic sports or esports. That's number 1. Number 2 is Theodore and I, from the beginning of Beam, we've been saving every little comment, everything in, and we're going to do a book about why Beam got started and who are the champions behind it, and who were those first people that really believed in it, because the numbers right now are crazy. I know that it doesn't look big, but they're kind of insane. They kind of blow our mind how popular and how persistent. You can go at 4 a.m, at 3 a.m, at any time, and you have 40, 50 people streaming, if not more, at one time. So that's a really important number for us. It's congruency. In other words, how concurrency or concurrent. How many concurrent streams are? That's a big number for us.
Right.
And that number, we've hit major records on that. So I'm I'm thrilled about the possibilities, but we're going to expand. We know that we've made a dent in the universe. I mean, that's a prideful statement, but we already know we did that. So we're already planning on how we communicate that as I'm going to do with Esports.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
I do have another question from one of my viewers.
Just one more.
Yep. So this is from Slayer. I'm a truck driver, and I know there's a massive abundance of advertising space missed out on through 18-wheeler trailers. Why is it not an advertising method looked at more when it's just staring people in the face most of the time? And would you consider using that method in advertising your platform?
Well, I know why.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, I know why. First of all, we do have a couple of people who are truckers and are streaming from their trucks live. So you can
I've seen a couple of those. Yeah,
hop on the truck and I mean it's enlightening. So one of them keeps a count of how many idiots are on the road, and there's a little calendar,
right?
So which is part of their day. That being said, I personally am a little skeptical about traditional advertising. I just when I launched G Tribe, I'm giving a little bit of background, and then I'll answer directly his question.
Okay.
When I launched G Tribe, which is a social media network, has 6.1 million accounts, which is not insignificant, but not it's not huge.
I need to use that more.
I was offered $100 million for that platform maybe 3 years ago, and I said no because I wanted to keep it. Frankly, it's kind of a lost leader for me, but I have access to a lot of data and information. But one of the things about G Tribe that is very unique is that there's no advertising. The logos of the companies that support her on the site, and that's it. There's no interruption. There's no, hey, here's an ad. None of that. And that shows how skeptical I am, because that's about with the traffic that it that and Theodore can correct me if he's still on, but I would say that's about $50,000 to $100,000 a month in revenue that we have on that platform. So maybe I'm exaggerating. He could tell. He could tell. And so anyway, so I'm a little skeptical of traditional advertising. I think people are becoming very immune to it, because it's become more and more in your face.
Right.
But I do think that the idea of using a big platform like that, which I've wondered myself, I see white trucks, I see trucks that have just a brand of the company that owns them or anything like that, but no real opportunity, because I look at them. I don't know what it is about trucks. I look at them. I see an 18-wheeler on the road. I just kind of stare at it. I always, A, because I want to make sure that he doesn't run into me, and B, because it's this incredible, large, heavy thing on the road. And so I agree with him. I do not know. I haven't read the plans for next year that Brent Barry, who used to be, as you guys know, he was the director, or he was the head of marketing for Logitech G, and now he's the senior vice president of marketing. That's a mouthful of marketing for Beam, and he submitted his plan for marketing and all that for next year. And I do not know. I'm just going to confess, I have not read it yet. I read the beginning, and then I was distracted with my dad and things of that nature.
Right.
I have not read it, but when I read it, I'll have a little bit more information. But he will be the one to approach.
Okay, what about a Beam bumper sticker?
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. We did something that we hadn't. G-Tribe used to have a store, and out of all the things that we had, one of the most popular things is a little transparent sticker that you would put in on the back of your car, on the window on the back, whatever that's
Oh, yeah.
called. And people love that, and they still have them. They still have stickers on their car. I'm fascinated by that. And one person who was a big person on G-Tribe, when he passed away, I would say this is 5 years ago, had left instructions to put the G-Tribe logo on his coffin.
Oh.
And
wow.
it was beautifully done.
Yeah.
It was not a silly job. It was a professional job. And people have the tattoos. There's actually one of the Beam streamers, Rat something, RATT something. He has a G-Tribe tattoo on his right here. So some people have really, because G-Tribe is about community. It has a code of conduct.
Mhm.
A lot of people, they don't realize that there's no profanity, no discussion of politics, no discussion of religion. So
Yeah.
whatever's left, that's what you're going to talk about.
Mhm.
I'm on there. I just need to.
We don't get the nonsense. We don't get the Reddit nonsense. We
Right.
don't just get that.
Yeah.
So it's funny because they're so isolated and siloed from the muck of the internet that when somebody creates a fake profile on G-Tribe, they all contact us right away. There's a fake profile. They're invading us. And I'm like, calm down. It's not the end of the world.
Right. Right.
So that's the kind of thing. I hope that this helps illuminate you guys on where my soul and spirit lies, and
Mhm.
why I'm doing Beam. I think Beam is the best thing that ever happened to live streaming. That's that's my belief.
Put a stamp on it.
And I will continue working every moment that I can on perfecting it. So I got to finish with that. The one thing that we do not have is the sin that others commit, and I'm saying others in general. So, and the sin is that's good enough.
Right.
We're not that
Mhm.
way. We're constantly since I'm not only the CEO of Beam, I'm also a viewer,
Mhm.
and I experience it, so I know what the problems are,
Mhm.
and we're constantly perfecting it, constantly just reshaping. So that's one thing, because when others, if the player's not working right now, that's good enough, and if this is not doing it, that's good enough. We're not that way. That's not our philosophy.
Well, I sent
I like that.
Everything is under review.
Right.
I sent out a tweet that I tagged you in, and I tagged Kick, and I said, "You want to talk to Eddie? Make it happen."
Koimiya
I don't
has
have
heavy
any
connections.
I don't have Eddie's Twitch, but
Yeah, he's on there somewhere.
yeah,
No,
or not
Twitch.
Twitch, Twitter.
Twitter.
Just say not Twitch.
Yeah, if he has a Twitch account, I want to see it.
He might have a
Because
secret one.
I have never seen such a dispute. Like,
Oh
there's
God,
between both.
yeah,
Like the CEO of Twitch said, I'm just waiting for them to go out of business.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. And then, there's constant, when I hear Eddie sometimes talking, there's this constant animosity that shouldn't really be there, but it's kind of, I have to confess, it's kind
you
of
gotta
fun.
grab the popcorn.
It's kind of fun seeing the mud's, let's just this pile of mud. No, I'm going to throw back a rock now.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well, I sent a tweet out. I got a tweet out.
Thank
So
you.
no problem.
All
Yeah,
right.
but with like the advertising things, you would think in this day and age, with how much ads are in your face, that like the trucks would just be like, NASCARs. They just have ads all over them.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah.
a fair point. It's a fair point, Neil. It's a fair point. I think the best advertising that you can ever hope for is what Beam gets.
Word
Word of mouth. Yep.
I mean, somebody
Word
that
of
uses
Koimiya.
it has right. Well, Cyclops, it's like, for example, you told me that you like the experience of Beam, and if you tell someone, that is the most powerful way. I mean, the person doesn't have to do it, but they cannot deny the fact that you're convinced that for $3.95, which that if you stream 4 hours a month, you don't have to pay. You don't even have to pay for it, because you can select a sponsor. Something no other platform has ever done, that you can get sponsored. another thing I must say is that you earn money without having to jump through hoops and all that. This verification process,
Yeah.
and we eliminated all that crap.
Yeah.
And we said, hey, you're at 70% from day one. You want to get up to 90%? Here's the path.
Yep. And the thing is when I've tried telling people about this platform, the first question is what makes me want to switch to Beam? And I say you
Is no
don't
switching.
have to. You don't
There's
have
no
to. You can
switching.
keep your main platform and multi-stream.
I would answer when I hear that. I answer it this way: wow, that is a great comment, because you do not want to leave your audience behind.
Mhm.
You just don't. And Beam allows you to keep your audience behind and create new audiences in different platforms, including on Beam.
Yep.
That's how I answer it.
Yep.
And people go, "What? How?" That's a different.
Yep.
Right.
Now you got their
conversation where you
interest.
wanted it.
You got their interest now. So
Anyway, guys, thank you
So-
so much for having me. I
Nope.
really,
no
I
problem.
really, I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
what you guys are doing, and I
Welcome back
now that I tune in
anytime.
on Saturdays and sit there and listen to you guys talk about games and technology and the ins and outs and the ups and downs and the crappy things that come out sometimes and all that. And
Right.
I think that's a benefit. I think you guys do it in the spirit. And sometimes you guys don't agree. You agree to disagree, which is
Oh
fine,
yeah.
frankly.
Oh yeah.
Stood up.
But you guys make such an incredible triangle. It's just and our symbol is a triangle. So
Mhm.
it's just such a tremendous. I mean, I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. So
Well,
congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
And
much.
I hope that it's super successful. I hope that you guys in a year are. I can't get on the show.
We're booked solid.
We have this and that are coming on the show. Oh God, that was a serious
We
competition.
will always make time
Thank
for
you,
you.
Neil. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks
Always.
everyone for listening, and I appreciate it. And I'll hang up, and you guys stay on. Right? Is that the way we're going to do this?
Yeah, we'll probably
We'll figure it out.
It'll have the empty square there, but anyway, if you guys want to restart it, you can. That I know Neo is the technology guy. Whatever way you
Yep.
guys do it.
Yeah,
I'm going to sign off, and you guys can talk for a little bit before you sign off.
All
sounds
right.
good.
All right, thank you.
Wow, he definitely was just
Hey.
Yeah, we should keep him past the hour though.
Yeah,
I mean, we went way past. Yes.
Yeah.
And we
Okay.
appreciate you sticking around for longer and answering the questions and whatnot.
for sure. So for the viewers that are still with us, we're going to hop back over to StreamYard and continue our show that way.
Okay.
So I don't know if there will be like a momentary. Well, I mean,
There will be a momentary pause for them. I will still be.
yeah,
in the
you'll already be in the studio. So you go ahead and switch over, Neo, and we'll wrap up here and hop in.
Okay.
So all right, we'll see you shortly.
See you in a minute.
Alrighty, so now I am all by myself. I have you all in my grasp. I mean, what? Alrighty, we got one in.
Booyah!
Yeah. That was so easy, right?
Oh yeah, a lot easier than the first time we tried the trials and errors.
Yeah, I think it went better this time.
I think so. I see my mom commented at one point.
Yep.
So,
Stop sharing that. All right. We just need a Cyclops to hop in.
Yeah.
This might take a while. Right.
So, no, I am grateful for Angel, and I don't think this is a platform I'll be able to kill. So, you know,
try as you might, right?
Well, I don't want to try. Not this platform.
It will be a minute. Yeah, so Cyclops will be a minute.
So,
well, yeah, that was a good.
That was a good show.
Yep,
that was a good show.
Again, we didn't have any like plans of what we were going to do, what we were going to talk about.
Do we ever?
No, I mean no. We have a loose thing we might want to do, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
like he took it and answered a lot of things. And did we have any other questions? Yeah.
No, that's Shar had some great questions, and
right.
She said she did say that Sammy does speak in several other languages as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think that's pretty cool to know.
Yep.
And you know, yeah, I think that
Yeah.
went really well.
Yeah, I think I just need to get onto the Discord and like pick someone's brain to get Beam to integrate into my OBS better. Figure out where my problem is that I keep having, because I think I've
Yeah,
tried it like 3 times trying to get it to work with my OBS, and
I
every
know
time
that.
it's like
Yeah, yeah.
it'll work good on, like, maybe Twitch, but all the rest they're like, you're not putting out the right things, and I'm like, well, I don't know what like options I need.
Well, I'll be honest. Since I've joined Beam, and I've been doing the multi-streaming, but my multi-streaming list is getting shorter and shorter.
You're just like, nope,
I gave up on Twitch after that whole incident that happened at their latest TwitchCon and all the other BS that I see come through on them. Kick
right.
is becoming a bot wasteland.
Oh.
And unless you're a big streamer already established on Kick, I don't think new streamers have an opportunity there. Honestly,
Mhm.
I'm gonna flat out say it, because all you get is the bots that are on Twitch as well, the ones that are trying to sell their art. Like, but then you get this. There's this one guy that I don't even know if he knows that it's happening, but there's bots that will come into your channel and be like, "This
Go check
channel
out this.
sucks. Go check out this guy."
Right.
And I'm like, on the one hand, I'm like, why even should I go check out that guy? But on the other hand, I'm like, hey, I'm getting enough interest that these bots are trying to direct people away from me,
But I mean, like, obviously the streamer themselves isn't going, "Hey, go make me a bot that's gonna go in
Right.
and insult these guys, and they're gonna come to me."
That's the biggest thing is, like, okay, you're telling me I suck. Why the fuck would I want to go watch you?
Right. Or why would my viewers want to go watch you? Is it just that psychic mind game of, oh, you just told me that
Yeah.
that this guy
The
sucks?
reverse psychology. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no. So, like, I mean, right now my streaming list is Beam, Kick for the time being. Yeah, unless they are, yeah. But Beam, Kick, YouTube, and Valora. And like I said, this show, even I took Kick out of the mix. So right now this show is going to Beam, YouTube, and Valora.
Mhm.
And I never get any interaction. The only interactions I get on YouTube are my and but Valora I've already seen some interaction on.
Yeah, I had
And
somebody pop in and say hi.
yeah, and Mem is on Valora. He was in watching earlier. My name is T, like I said, I had him. The only issue that I have with Valora right now is that the occasional disconnect. And the fact of the matter is I expect that to happen. I can't get angry at that because
you can't even get mad at that.
it's Corey running the whole thing, and
Right.
so he's doing a phenomenal job over there, and so I foresee 1 year from now, them being huge, and the way they've integrated with Beam at this stage
Right.
was really smart on Corey's part. And yeah, I can see I've already convinced one of my friends that used to stream on Mixer. He was a Mixer partner even. And when Mixer crashed, when we went over to Live Space and Gleamish together and all of that, and he's the one that actually initially dubbed me the platform killer. But he's been messing around with Valora, and he's on their Discord, and he says the vibes already, just the community in Valora's Discord is giving him Mixer vibes of back in the day and things like that. So, I posted the one day on Twitter, a lot of you are sleeping on Valora, and it shows, they've got something cooking over there. I'm not kidding. And as Corey figures more and more issues out, they're going to be one to watch.
Right.
And I'm I know you're on there already, and I'm glad you're on there already. And
that was 2 weeks ago during the show. We all signed up for it.
Right, yeah. The first half hour was us just all sitting there signing up for it. But yeah, they are definitely something to keep an eye on.
Slayer, I hope you're still here, but hopefully that answered your question that you had. And I know, as you being a truck driver, I totally understand. Like, why don't they advertise more on that? And like, besides the brands, like Walmart, Walmart could be selling that space to somebody to put in, another ad, another sticker, kind of like I said, like NASCAR, bunch of stickers all in the back there to help pay for, whatever. But
I have a friend that has one of those, what are they called? Crickets? Like the printers that you can do like labels and things like that with and all that shit. And she actually made me, I never put it on my car, but she made me a baby metal one. I should reach out to her and see if she can't do some beam ones, and I'll send them to you and Cyclops.
Well, that'd be cool.
And put that in our car window.
I'm a big fan of like magnets too, because stickers have always been like, that's like permanent. Where like a magnet, you can pull it off if you want to.
Right.
Or even like, on my fridge, I love putting magnets all over my fridge.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't put many magnets on my fridge only because cats like to knock them down. And so, but
what did Slayer come back here? Yes, it's a whole billboard that you're forced to look at when stuck in traffic. Yeah. Sometimes you'll be looking at that and like, oh, I really want a Coke. Look at that. Maybe I'll pull off here and grab myself a Coke, and there you go. But I just don't know if companies utilize it as much as they should. You would think, with, like you said, like all the ads that are just in our face everywhere we look, billboards all over, social media and everything. You would think that they would go into that.
Look what just showed up.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. As we were talking about bots.
Yeah.
I thought you had Siri fix all those. Because that's your... Well, maybe that's Cyclops's.
No, it's mine.
I'm going to say.
Waze bot got it immediately, and it didn't show up in my stream.
Gotcha.
So that is one good reason.
The StreamYard chat picked it up.
Yep.
So...
Sometimes y'all see it, but it's rare. Is what Slayer comes back with.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, device is not connected.
Oh, good old Cyclops.
We always have some sort of technical issue, right? Oh, we got.
It's thinking.
Sammy's thinking if it wants to help you out.
Sammy had a little crush on Cyclops today.
It was the eye. She liked the eye. Oh, he's joining on the phone.
Wow.
Well, just for right now, because my computer decided it wanted to shut everything down after we closed out a beam stream.
I mean, at least it waited till the end.
Yeah. We're gonna have to
computer.
We're gonna have to talk to Angel and see if we can't get you a computer.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I've got a decent one normally.
Really? Because
I mean, nowadays, as soon as they're a couple years old, then it's like, oh, that's just trash, right?
Yeah, as soon as I can get this to load back up, I'll be in normally.
Okay.
But I've been hearing you guys talk, and I'm like, that's still part of the show. Why can't I get in?
Yeah, I knew one of us was going to have a problem coming. Well, one of you was going to have a problem coming back in after.
Well, you're just talking about the crush that Sammy had on you.
Here, you're freezing too today.
But
yeah, it took up too much computing power, so Sammy crashed your computer.
She's like, I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Cyclops. We're leaving. But, no, what we were just saying-
hopefully our
You know,
audience gets that
I
reference.
might lose my gamer card or my nerd card out of this, but I have actually never seen 2001: A Space Odyssey.
What?
I've
watch
never
that right
seen the
now.
movie the whole way through. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never seen the whole movie.
Jar. So, but
I know
yeah.
you're gonna hit that boo this man. Boo.
Even Sam. He's
Yeah.
yeah. No, we were saying that
I'm
was
sorry.
that was a good show. That was.
There it is.
I think he was talking about the other thing.
I know he was, but I wanted to use that one, and on my scroll bar it disappeared on this. That's the second time.
I've had that happen too.
And I don't know how to get it back.
Boo this man!
I deserve that.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Now it says you've entered the studio. We can edit this out, right? Maybe.
Nah. Why edit?
I don't know why that scroll bar just disappears. I think it's when I hit my middle mouse button, it disappeared.
Mine does that a lot.
It's like annoying. I was trying to scroll down and it was gone.
Anyway, let us continue. What do we got lined
I
up? for
would
the
like
show
to,
now?
but I had the stories up here, but I can't pull them up now.
Oh yeah, I know we were going to talk about the Game Awards.
Wait,
Right.
hang on. I think it's finally letting me into the studio. Then I can pull up the stories. Maybe, kind of, sort of.
I mean, we're at 2 hours now, so I would take just do the video game awards, and then that would be it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Angel lasted longer. Not that that's a bad thing.
Nope.
I love when he's like, I can only do this much left, and then spends another 45 minutes talking. You know, so
Stop it.
you stop it. So
No touchy. You
Was-
no
was-
touchy. I touchy.
I was gonna say, weren't we gonna get that clip too?
What?
There's another clip that I thought we were gonna get.
That was
No
like when
touchy?
neo-deth. Can you guys see me now? Can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hear you. Do
Alright.
you
We're
hear us?
just choosing to ignore you.
No, but that was like when neo-deth was like, "Oh, I've got another question," and I was like, "Dude, it's already been 10 minutes."
I know, but I was like letting him talk, and Slayer had already asked that question like 30 minutes ago, and I'm like, I'm trying to make headway into it, but he was like, explaining things, which was good, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll wait until I can get a pause,
Yeah.
and then I jumped in. Wanted to
There's
make
no
sure
such
Slayer
thing
got
as
his
a
question
pause.
answered.
Yeah, no, it was a good show, and we definitely need to have Angel back anytime. I love having him on.
Don't doubt it.
He's
He's
fun.
such a great guest.
Yes,
I still
Okay.
gotta reach out to BB Jess. I haven't reached out to her yet to see if she wanted to come on or would be willing to come on. I should do that today. I'll do that. I'll do that later. I'll send her a DM and be like, "Hi, you don't know who I am. I do this random ass show. Would you be willing to come on for a couple hours?" But,
All right, so
Reaper!
do you guys want to
Yeah.
do you guys want to do the awards first, or do you want to do the announcements first?
what announcement?
Like the trailers, the stuff that we're excited for.
Let's do
things
the
like-
awards first.
Let's just do the
Okay.
awards.
All right, here we go. There's no transition in there. We're not even going to pretend that there is
Nope.
one.
Nope.
So here's a list of the winners here. I'm just going to scroll down here because it'll go here into the nominees. But Game of the Year, obviously that went to Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Nobody was surprised
This
at
is
that.
my
No
shock.
way!
Now I think
Well
we
deserved
didn't-
Game of the Year.
Yeah, we didn't write down what our thoughts on that were, but I think we all were saying this was going to go to Claire Obscure.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew who was going to win it. We were mostly saying who we kind of wanted to.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, Sab. We'll get to that.
Yes.
But I can't see what they're saying here. But yeah, we all knew that they were going to win. Game direction, again, I don't think anybody's really surprised. I was surprised to see Hideo Kojima had actually shown up. He was in the audience, but he didn't take the stage at all.
Right.
Yeah, and then Claire
Should have done like a Taylor Swift thing and been like, or a Kanye West thing, and like run up during the middle of one of the awards and been like, "I'm not saying that this is the best, but you know, here's an announcement or something like that." You know?
Yeah, that'd have been kind of funny. Best adaptation. I don't know if you noticed this when they announced Until Dawn. It seemed like the whole place got quiet because that movie is not that good.
You could have had so many other things instead of Until Dawn and Splinter Cell, which I didn't even know there was a Splinter Cell thing.
There was.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't even know.
But yeah, Fallout,
Sonic 3.
Yeah, Fallout, Last of Us. I mean, Fallout should have been at least nominated.
I that would have been a tough one between Fallout and Last of Us. Ooh, that would have been a real nail batter.
With these nominations, I'm glad The Last of Us took it instead of a Minecraft movie. Even though this was a $1 billion maker, this I think is better.
Yeah, but Last of Us was more true to its core.
Well, what can you really say about a Minecraft movie? It's just blocks that you go and build stuff with. There's no real story to it. This had a story that you can follow.
Since Minecraft is being discussed and Jack Black is in it, keep him out of a Red Dead movie. He said he wants to do it.
Yeah, I saw. I think I posted that.
Red Dead movie. I would rather, because I saw that Jeffrey Dean Morgan wants to be in it as well. I'm for that. Bring fucking Negan in. Hell yeah,
He'd do good as Dutch, I think.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's what a lot of people were saying.
Right.
And I could see him as Dutch as well. Yeah, definitely. But keep Jack Black way the heck over there for Red Dead.
I mean, he could do a serious role.
Name one that he's done.
Well, he was in the
X-Files.
He was in the X-Files before he was actually
not even
famous.
Talking about fucking that or anything like that. Name a movie. I can name one. Two if you count Holiday.
Holiday's more of a romance.
It's a rom-com. The one serious movie, which I actually absolutely loved, was Bernie, when he played the guy that killed that one woman and all of that. That's the only serious role that I can think of off the top of Mars Attacks. Yeah.
I will say Mars Attacks was fucking awesome.
Oh, no, that's a great movie, but that's not a serious role for Jack Black.
Right.
But, Never Ending Story 3, okay, that's a reach. That's a reach.
I don't even think people knew there was a Never Ending Story 3.
I just knew there was. I don't know anything about it.
The second one had that kid that was on that one TV show that the actor later grew up and killed himself or whatever.
Was that the guy from SV?
Yeah, that underwater thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Mem comes in and says, hopefully they don't do a Divinity movie. Don't need 90 minutes of a dude getting slowly roasted.
Okay, we're going to be talking about that trailer here in a little bit.
Bringing that up, Mem, but yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's not really serious, though.
No, but he didn't. He wasn't like his goofy fucking self.
Well, I mean, he was, but he was just that in an action movie. I mean, like, remember when he was running away from the beast, and then he just kind of like went by the guy going, "Excuse me," I mean, it was maybe a funny moment in a serious movie, but still, I don't know.
No, I never saw King Kong. I'll freely admit.
Oh.
It's a good movie. It's Jack Black in a serious movie.
That was his most serious role in a movie.
No, Bernie still, in my opinion.
Bernie still, yeah, probably.
Which, if you haven't seen, I highly recommend. I mean, it's a great movie.
We brought it up a couple times here.
Yeah, I will. Every time I'm bashing Jack Black, I'll say this is one good role.
Well, give credit.
You all see it. Watch fucking Bernie.
I would say he was also really good in Tropic Thunder, but then again, that really
That's
didn't
not
focus
serious.
more on him. That was on Ben.
And not serious.
Yeah, not serious at all.
All right, moving on.
All right. Best narrative. That went to Claire Obscure. I was hoping it would go to Silent Hill F. I remember that. But yeah, best narrative also went to Claire Obscure. I don't remember what you guys said on this one.
I said Claire Obscure. I laughed at you when you said Silent Hill, but
that's just because that's the only one I've played of these ones so far.
Yeah. What happened to playing Claire Obscure?
What happened?
Playing Assassin's Creed first. I'll get to Claire Obscure.
No. Assassin's Creed was a future Cyclops problem, remember? Claire Obscure was a
right now.
Cyclops
I'm playing
problem.
it. I'm fucking having a blast in it.
I will play it.
He's actually gotten further than I have now.
Right.
And he's sitting there like, dude, hurry up and get to this point.
Right. You have to get to where I am so we can talk about this.
All right. Best art direction. Best art direction went to Claire Obscure.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, that's not a surprise there. Now best score. Score and music was Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That was Lauren Testard. I'm not sure if I had to say that. Yeah. Best audio design went to Battlefield 6. I was kind of surprised that didn't go to Silent Hill F or to Claire Obscure.
Yeah, I don't know why that went to Battlefield 6.
The only thing I could think of is like realistic sound effects, maybe. You know,
all those other games I would have thought would have beat Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
I don't know what they really base it on when they give these awards out, other than I know it's like 10% us, like 10% the audience voting on it and 90% industry people. So, but I don't know what they really base it on though.
Yeah.
Right.
Other than just yay sounded bang bang boom boom. You know?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Best performance that went to Jennifer English. That was not surprising considering she won the Golden Joysticks for it. And she was the one that actually was talking about how it was a big night for neurodivergence.
Yeah.
Right.
I was kind of thinking it would go to Charlie Cox or Troy Baker. I was hoping for Troy Baker as Indiana Jones, but
I mean, he did do a really good job.
That's the one where I wanted Jennifer to win, but I seriously thought it would go to Troy because his take of Indy is fucking spot on.
Right.
So, you know,
I had to look it up to make sure it wasn't actually Harrison Ford.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, he does such a good job. So that one, you know, while I'm pleasantly happy that Jennifer won because she did deserve it, I'm not saying Troy didn't, but, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I would have been happy either way. Okay.
Innovation and accessibility. This is basically making it so that more people who are disabled can play more games. I remember I said South of Midnight because that was the only one that I had played at that time. Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm glad it went to them. I have not played it yet, so I cannot really.
It's on sale right now.
Okay. I've got it on I've got it on Game Pass. I didn't get Game Pass.
Fuck Game Pass. But
yeah, I know. And then Assassin's Creed Shadows, which as I'm playing right now, and it looks like it's got a lot of accessibility features. So, but I'm happy.
Revolution.
Games for Impact. This is the ones that supposedly make a bigger impact on the world. Kind of bringing attention to like things that are not usually talked about very much. South of Midnight, and I did like that. That's actually set in the South United States, and it actually brings together all the Southern folklore that happens in the South. So I was really happy with that one winning. I
did dabble on that one when I still had Game Pass. I loved what I played. The kids really enjoyed watching it as well because of the for lack of better words, the claymation effect of it. So to jump ahead a little bit, I am excited that is coming to PS5.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
PS5 and Nintendo Switch.
Yes, it got announced at the Game Awards that it is coming to PS5.
Yeah, when they accepted the award, they announced it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I heard that.
Best ongoing game, no surprise here. I thought it would actually go to Helldivers, but it went to No Man's Sky.
I was so happy it went to No Man's Sky. That's
No
the
Man's
one I
Sky
wanted.
is, I mean, I had that since day one, and to
Right.
see where it's come from since day one is nothing short of amazing. So, yeah, that's I. When did I say it the second time?
You said it the first time earlier today.
I said it during the interview. When did I say it the second time?
Yeah, this is it. I'm using it as that.
This is the second time. I think you've said it before.
No, I know I said it before. I said it during the interview.
I'm using it as this one. It's fantastic.
I didn't say it was fantastic. I said it was nothing short of amazing. Oh, you're using it. Okay, fuck you. I thought that counter was specifically for me.
No.
So
it's kind of become a catch-all.
So, but
community support, Baldur's Gate 3. I was hoping that would go to No Man's Sky, but Baldur's Gate 3.
here's the thing. I don't know of any community support in the sense of like mods for No Man's Sky. I'm not saying that they aren't out there for the PC version, but like Baldur's Gate 3 has mods on PC, console, all that. So I could see why that that one won.
Best independent game. This was kind of controversial, being that a lot of people see Clair Obscur as a AA game, not a indie game. But they won that, and that I remember you said you wanted Blueprints to win, and I think didn't neo-deth, didn't you say you wanted Hollow Knight to win that one?
Yeah. I wanted Blueprints to win that one. So
yep. So best independent game and best debut indie game, both went to Clair Obscur.
See, and I would have been, I mean, 3 of those. I would have been happy if Blueprints won. I'm happy that Clair Obscur won. I would have been happy if Dispatch won. Because Dispatch was a great game. I don't know. I know, Neo, you watched me stream a little bit of it. And
right. It's on my list to get once it, like, a price goes down or I need something else to play. Oops.
Like Doki Doki?
Hey, be lucky you got me playing Clair Obscur.
That's a neo-deth problem. As soon as you're done with Clair Obscur, Doki Doki is your new problem.
Okay. I got a reprieve, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. You take the good with the bad.
Best mobile game went to, what was that? Unassuming?
No idea.
Pretty derby. I'd never heard of this game, so I can't really say.
Nope.
Best VR, I thought it might actually go to Deadpool, but it went to The Midnight Walk. I know, neo-deth, you had played that.
Yeah, and that's the one I picked too. I was like, oh, good. They got something on that.
I have that. I've started it.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in VR yet. I need to break out my VR unit more. Mem did come in and say that he thinks the 2 indie categories should be exclusive. Like you can win one, but not the other.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
Yeah. Totally. I totally agree. It should be one or the other.
You know what's hilarious is, by the way, side point, is I said just recently, I don't know if you were in yet, Cyclops, when we were talking about the multi-streaming, and I said I don't get any action on YouTube. Mem is chatting to me on YouTube. So
welcome to YouTube.
Mem's all over the place on where he wants to come in.
He was all over. Right. I know he was on Valora for a little while, but I kept getting that disconnect on Valora, so that's probably why he went over to the YouTube. Yep, I'm disconnected on Valora again as we speak, actually. But
I haven't even looked.
I know that's probably why he's over on the YouTube. But again, I'm not upset about the disconnects because it's one guy doing it.
Right.
So,
he'll fix it. Best action adventure went to Hollow Knight. Oh wait, did I missed one? Did I say best action game?
No, you did not.
No, you did not.
Oh, I missed that one. I'm sorry. So best action game went to Hades 2. I remember I was hoping that would go to Doom, even though I hadn't played it. That just is kind of more my game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what you guys said about that though.
I think I said Shinobi.
Okay.
I don't remember what I said on that one, to be honest.
See, here's another one. I think maybe they should combine these because there's action game and action adventure game.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, just
I mean, they are kind of two different genres.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you don't have Hollow Knight in the other action game because obviously that's not the type of game it is. So
And this was funny here because this was best action game, went to Hollow Knight, and Jeff looked at the camera and said, "See, you guys should have come."
yeah, he totally roasted him on live. That was hilarious.
And then the whole audience just kind of laughed at them, like, "Should have come."
All right.
Best RPG, of course, went to Claire Obscure.
Mm-hmm.
Best fighting game went to Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. I have not played that one. I'm really surprised it didn't go to a Legacy Collection for Mortal Kombat.
Or even the Capcom.
Mm-hmm. Best family game. I remember neo-deth, you said you wanted that to go to Donkey Kong. I think we all said Donkey Kong for that one.
Yep.
Best Sims went to Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm surprised. Remember when we had Matt Malone on here? I'm surprised that iRacing isn't up for like sim strategy game, because I mean that's a racing sim, but it's not strategy.
It'd be in the next one down. But
yeah, but even then,
on that one, I'm kind of surprised that Civilization didn't win. Like that's a pretty popular one.
Mm-hmm.
Tactics just came out, and it's an old game that's just getting a fresh paint.
Yeah, but even like we were just talking about, like, look, best sports of racing. There's no iRacing on here, and there should be. But that went to Mario Kart World. I don't think any of us were surprised on that.
I mean, out of those, yeah.
Best multiplayer was Arc Raiders, who, if I remember right, wasn't their director throwing a fit about how many awards Claire Obscure was up for?
I don't know if their director was, but I know that one of the streamers was pitching a big fit.
Most anticipated game. Now we all of these are ones that we're excited for, but Grand Theft Auto, this does not surprise me. I mean, when Jeff read that, he went Grand Theft Auto 6. You saw his head tilt. Like there was no surprise on that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm more excited for that one or for Wolverine though.
Out of those lists right there, my top two are Wolverine and Witcher.
Yeah, my top two would be Wolverine and Grand Theft Auto 6. And then if I could put a third one on there, I'd say First Light.
See, and if I could put a third one on there, it's not on that list. It would be the Lego Batman.
Oh, yeah, that looks really good.
I'm surprised that one isn't on this list, but maybe they could only put so many on.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, it didn't matter what you could put 50 million games up there. It's not going to go against fucking Grand Theft Auto 6.
Mem says no love for 007.
I think it looks good. I think it looks like
I think I will get that one day one and give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to kind of see how the gameplay is. If it's like kind of what Cyclops has been saying, like Uncharted plus Hitman. If it's like that, oh, fuck yeah, sign me the fuck up. Because both of those games are fun as hell to just play and kill people.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what Grand Theft Auto is going to be. You can literally just grab a gun and run around.
Yeah, and it always, turns into that after a certain point. You'll be like doing a couple missions, and then you're like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to go steal a car and kill people or whatever the fuck. See if I can get away from the police.
When you're really bored is when you start actually obeying the traffic laws.
I've done that too. Yes. You're like, oh, it's a red light. I have to stop. Oh,
oh crap! What am I doing?
Well, I don't have to stop. Content creator that was Moist Critical. I've seen him on YouTube a couple of times. He's pretty cool. Wasn't really into a lot of these.
Don't
know who any of those.
The other ones. Okay, let's see. Moist. Kai, fuck Kai. I'm not a big fan of Kai.
Sakura Miko.
Oh, there goes that. We're never getting them on here. Okay.
I wouldn't want Kai on here anyway. Well, the only ones I really know of is Moist and the Burnt Peanut. So and Kai, out of those, Kai, but I wouldn't want Kai.
Out of those,
who would it be if we were all up there?
Oh, that'd be cool. What if we were up there against each other?
So I guess, yeah, that would be a trip and a half. So why isn't Asmongold up there? Because he's a pretty big streamer. Like, is it just because he's too controversial?
I don't know if it's
What
because
what
he's
are the
controversial.
what is the metrics again for being on there?
I think to be considered for the Game of the Year or Content Creator of the Year award, you have to actually nominate yourself, or you have to put yourself in for consideration. And I don't think he's the kind of person that would even put
No.
himself in for consideration.
No, he's very, I hate to say it, like humble, but not humble. Like,
Mhm.
You see how he lives. He's got all this money and, doesn't give a fuck about how he appears and whatnot.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to be like too. Like, I've told my wife I don't need to be like have everything I absolutely ever wanted to have kind of famous. I just want to be, famous enough to get interviewed by Howard Stern one time. Kind of famous.
Oh, don't lie. You'd become a Jack Doherty.
I would not. If Angel's still watching, here's for his stuff. Esports. Counter-Strike was the big winner. I was a little surprised that didn't go to Mobile Legends Bang Bang, but I'm happy.
What is Mobile Legends Bang Bang?
Don't know.
Huh?
Something the kids play, I guess.
It's
And
a fun,
Cyclops,
yeah.
apparently.
I don't play it. I've seen it. It's just it looks fun.
Right. Now we know why your computer runs so slow.
Oh, shut
No, that's because of the porn.
No, that's right.
Don't say that while the sponsors are watching.
I
By
like
the way,
Sam's comment.
By the way, if Pornhub wants to sponsor us,
There's
I don't know any other side. If Pornhub wants to sponsor us, we won't say no.
All right.
Mhm.
We could stream through them. Sure.
Apparently people do.
Best esports athlete was Chovy. I'm not sure who that is, but congratulations to them.
No,
I don't watch esports.
Best esports team was Team Vitality, Counter-Strike. I don't know who that is, but congratulations to them.
Were these the ones that they did in the pre-show?
Probably.
I think so.
I think that they did a lot of the like these. Well, yeah, people didn't know what they were, and they just rattled them off. I'm like, oh, thank God, we didn't make a big show of it.
Player's voice. I was a little surprised that this didn't go to like Dispatch or Expedition 33 or even Silent Hill F. This went to Wuthering Waves. I have not seen much on this game, but
it's free to play.
Congratulations to them.
I thought Hollow Knight would take this one.
And
or
then,
maybe even like, Ghost of Yote or Death Stranding 2. Like I thought like those would be the people's choice.
Right.
Yeah. Now, here are the announcements, everything that went on here, and we'll talk about that Divinity game that they were asking about here. But the first one here, I was asking Koimiya show about this. Star Wars Fate, the Old Republic. So it's a new Star Wars game set in the world of the Old Republic games.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I thought, looked really, really awesome. It is a single-player Star Wars game set in the Old Republic. Yeah. I thought it looked really great.
Yeah, as soon as the preview come on, I'm like, okay, this is either that one from Naughty Dog or this is a Star Wars. And as they get further in, I'm like, okay, this is a Star Wars. Where are we going with this? And yeah, as soon as people saw the title, they just fucking erupted with, oh my God, it's the new Old Republic.
Well, honestly, when I saw that it was a Star Wars game, I thought it was going to be Star Wars Jedi 3. I don't know if I'm the only one that thought that, because I was like, is this Jedi 3? Because they've announced
the only one who thought that.
Yeah, because there was Jedi Survivor and there was Jedi the first one, I can't think of the title. But then they have already announced that there was a third one, but I was like, wow, they got that one out pretty quick. But no, they're probably still working on that, hopefully. This one, I don't know if it's day one for me, but it's definitely a purchase.
Yeah, I've never played any of the Old Republic ones, so I
dude,
I know, but they're like so old and clunky now.
Well, yeah,
they need. They were supposed to be doing a remake of them, or a remaster, and I was like, oh, great, I'll play it then, and then it just fell off the fucking radar, and I haven't heard shit from it now.
Well, until now, maybe they decided not to do a remake and put all their all their sources into this.
Could be, but like you need to. What the fuck, bro? I mean, well, the problem was I believe those were Xbox exclusives.
And PC.
Were they?
Yeah.
Well, see, I didn't PC game then. I was only on like a system. So I was
Okay.
like, well, I guess I'm not playing those because I
That's
don't
a
own an
you
Xbox.
problem.
And but yeah, Clear Obscure Expedition Storms, the award show. I love how they were wearing this, and then they said this was supposed to be a joke.
Right.
It was like they are very Paris, Paris, France, and it was like they did that just so that they could be the stereotype.
Right.
Well,
It was funny.
if you played the game at all, you would realize that that's what's her name is wearing in the first prologue.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to play the game, damn it.
Play it. Play it.
Yes.
I'm going
You
to.
too. You get to where I am, goddammit. I need to talk about this.
I freely admit I do need to get maybe tonight. Maybe that'll be my thing tonight.
Yes, please, because I need someone to talk about this Act 2 where it starts off.
Well, speaking of Claire Obscure, they actually did announce DLC that launched surprisingly yesterday.
Yeah, it was downloading as I was playing last night. I don't know what exactly it is.
So,
New dungeon, enemies. Scroll back up. New dungeon, enemies, bosses, and more. Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I do need to play it. I need to get back into it.
Yes.
I will freely admit. But Diablo 4 season just dropped, and they had released a new class, and
that's
Diablo.
Future use problems, right?
That is yes and no, because the season is a limited daytime, limited to like so many days. Whereas
you have plenty of time.
I have it forever. And then what else is there? There's what's the other one that I was playing? Oh, the Dragon Quest remasters.
Okay.
I've been having a blast with those. So
this one is the one that they were talking about, that Divinity statue.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing because good God.
You can.
I don't know if I can, but
no.
But yeah, I mean, when I first saw this, I was wondering if it was like a new, because remember last year they announced that not Dante's Inferno, but the Divine Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying that was going to be like an RPG, and it's not a continuation of Dante's Inferno, which started on the Xbox 360 and then ended on a 2P continued and never did anything with. But it's a whole new game, and I honestly thought this was a story trailer for that. And then to see it was Divinity, and that he was being butchered in front of children.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've already come out and said that it's bigger than Baldur's Gate 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a day one for me. Divinity is a day one for me.
I have to see the game mechanics to see how it is.
I don't even care.
No.
I don't even care. Divinity is a day one for me.
I forget this. So this ended. He died in this, but look, the whole thing exploded. But was that because of him, or was that because of?
You're gonna have to play to find out.
Yeah.
Right. So this is part of a series.
So there's an original series called Divinity: Original Sin 1 and 2, and this is like a I don't know if it's a spin-off or if it's what. It's a new Divinity game, but it's not Original Sin Part 3.
Okay.
Mem says he still has to finish 1 and 2 of Original Sin.
I love how they explain this here. But be warned, it goes places.
That trailer went places. I'm sure it's really gonna fucking go places. But yeah, I cannot wait.
Mom was in the audience watching that on a huge screen.
I cannot wait. Like I said, there were 2 trailers that made me just go day one, and Divinity was one of them.
Yeah, and it says here, all it says is tease the reveal of a new Divinity from Baldur's Gate. So it doesn't say what it is, if it's a prequel, if it's a side game, or anything. It just says the statue in the middle.
They've already come right out and flat out said that it's not Original Sin 3.
Right.
They flat out said this is a new Divinity game. So
So you can
Okay,
just
so
jump
then-
in.
so-
You could
yeah,
didn't have
so
to play
then you
the
don't
first
have to have known the other stuff. which
Correct.
is good.
Correct. Which, if I remember correctly, Avowed actually takes place in the same world as the Divinity games.
one. Okay.
Oh, does it?
So
Maybe it'll connect those two.
Mem says the tonal shift from Muppets to Divinity was certainly a thing,
Yeah.
but
The Muppets act on there, the one that they had last year with Waldorf and the two that insult each other, Waldorf and I always forget the other one. But yeah, with those two, that was hilarious. This one with Piggy and Rolf, it was funny for a chuckle, but
I as soon as I
you
started
can't win them
singing,
all.
I skipped through it. I'm like, okay, I don't need to see that. And I like
Cap-
the Muppets.
Oh yeah, Muppets are awesome. I will never trash the Muppets because even though I don't think the new voice of Kermit doesn't really sound like Kermit to me.
Mm.
But anyway, Capcom finally confirmed Leon S. Kennedy in Resident Evil Requiem. Now that's what we were talking to Angel about before. It seems like they said Leon's part is more action based and then her part is more horror based. If you can strike a good balance between the two, then you get something great. But when you lean too far one way, you get Resident Evil 6,
I mean, even Resident Evil 4 was different when you went, more behind the shoulder camera angle in some of the shooting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Mia?
Said I was wrong about Avowed. It's not Divinity. It's Pillars of Eternity. I know it took place in one of those, but it was Pillars of Eternity, not Divinity.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'm like an Angel. I'm cautiously optimistic about this. I still think it looks great. I'm just hoping they don't lean too far into the action and lose what makes Resident Evil great.
Right. I mean, I will definitely buy that day one.
Here's the one that surprised me. Tomb Raider Catalyst announced for 2027 and Tomb Raider 1 Reimagining announced for 2026. So we're getting a remaster of the original Tomb Raider game and a new Tomb Raider game. Mm-hmm. And is Catalyst actually in the same world as the newer Tomb Raider games?
I have no
fucking clue. I believe so.
So
but
yeah,
I'm not
should we
positive.
I think it is. I'm just not sure if it was I'm not sure if it's like a continuation of that story or if it's kind of her in a new setting or new story. But I guess we'll find out.
I mean, I was surprised that they showed the new one. And again, it's another one of those 27. And I'm like, okay, that's 2 years from now. Great. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And then, then they immediately launched into the other one. I'm like, oh, okay, what's this? We got another one coming?
And that's if they don't get pushed back.
Right. But then it says it's a remake of the first one. I'm like, oh, okay. And didn't they already do this is a reimagining. They've done a remake. So
yeah.
So just another way to say re and put it out again.
Mem did come back and say I was actually concerned the trailer for Divinity would reignite the games are the devil's work folk.
Right.
There's always still a crowd that does that.
What was that? What about the Atlantis one? Is that a remake? Yes, the Atlantis one is they say reimagining of her first game.
Yeah. So the
pointy tits Laura Croft.
The newer ones were, the one that came out in 2013. That was a remake, right?
No, those were, you mean...
Because they restarted the whole Tomb Raider franchise in 2013.
Right, those were like its own separate thing, I believe.
So then this is a remake, or as they call it, a reimagining of the original.
The original pointy-titted Laura Croft.
They'll probably have that. They probably won't bring the...
Does that get your attention there, Slayer?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, see, here's... Actually, I love how they're showing the trailer before they show the trailer.
Right. And I mean, Tomb Raider is all over this page.
Here it is. Legacy of Atlantis. This is the reimagining, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, this is a reimagining of the original game. Yes, pointy tits Laura. Lara. Remember, it's not Laura, it's Lara.
Whatever. I'm not British.
Shut up. Shut up, Brienne.
The new game
Anyway.
is set in the wake of musical. At least is I'm trying to read there.
Okay, set in the wake of the mythical cataclysm that has unleashed ancient secrets and awakened the mysterious forces that guard them. When the most notorious treasure hunters from the world, from around the world, descend on the region, Lara races to uncover the truth buried beneath the fractured landscape and stop who would use the power for their own gain. As the ancient worlds collide with the present, Lara must decide who to trust among rivals and allies to prevent the catastrophe, and promote a secret that could reshape the future.
Slayer, yes, they did put out a trailer for the 2027 one.
Yep, they put that out right here. So there's Legacy of Atlantis.
No, that's that one. That's the one with up there is the.
This is the new one.
That's the new one.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the 2027 one right here.
Right.
And we can't show the whole thing, but.
And then scroll down on this this one, see what it says about that one. Does it say anything?
Yep.
No, it does not.
It just says Legacy of Atlantis. So yeah, this is
very
really
helpful.
just yeah. But
this is one I was really excited for.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't have the same protagonist. I mean, she was in the trailer, but it didn't look like you played as her.
You don't. You play as her brother.
Yeah, the one she was looking for in the first one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe that's like while she's looking for him, he's over here doing this.
You too, Swan.
Yep. So that's what I'm getting from it. And I'm wondering if they're going to bring in Alan Wake in the new one.
Don't know.
But
yeah, that's another one I will get day one. I loved Control. It was fun.
Control was fun. Alan Wake was fun. This is a follow-up to 2019's Control, set to be released in 2026, so not too far off. Yeah, I know. Well, they did this one, and then they immediately focused on Alan Wake 2, and then they did that FBC Firebreak, which I didn't even remember that was a thing until I was told it was failing.
Right.
And then I think part of their team was working on Max Payne 1 and 2 remasters. But yeah, so it's also a bit different than what we expected. It doesn't appear to star Jesse Faden anymore, and instead players will be put in the shoes of her younger brother Dylan, the one that she was looking for in the first game, like we were just talking about. He was taken by the Federal Bureau of Control at 10 and was put in a coma after being infected by the Hiss, which was the kind of the overall arcing bad guy, evil entity that she was trying to fight against in the first one, who have now escaped into the outside world. Also, instead of transforming service weapon, Dylan will wield a transforming melee weapon. So it's going to be more melee focused instead of shooting focused. Which will be augmented into his supernatural special abilities.
Okay.
Returnal successors, Saros, got a new trailer. I'll admit it looked awesome, but I couldn't play Returnal because it just doesn't have enough save spots for me. I don't know if they've ever fixed that.
They did do a couple patches, but by that time, I think everybody had failed on that one. Yeah, I mean, I could get pretty far in that Returnal, but there was a certain part like I just would always hit a wall and be like, all right, well, I can't get past this. All right, done.
Now I'm playing the last hour of gameplay again.
Right.
Just seems like a cheap way to pad your game time.
Yes and no.
Super Mario Galaxy movie got a whopping 30-second trailer of new footage at the Game Awards featuring Luigi, which it looked fun. And I will definitely be going to see it. And I know, Koimiya, your favorite actor, Jack Black and Chris Pratt are in it.
You get a double feature.
First one, so
You know what? The first one was
Hope
good.
they're in the second one.
You know, I was a little skeptical about Chris Pratt being the voice of Mario, but I mean, when you think about it, they're right. Who wants to hear Yahoo for an hour and a half?
I do. Because he is the voice of fucking Mario.
Right.
But he's in the movie. He plays Mario's parents.
Yeah, no, that actually, no.
Fuck no, John Leguizamo.
That doesn't matter. That's like fucking having Bill Murray, you know, just no. No, if you have the voice of Mario doing a fucking voice in your movie that's not Mario, that takes balls as your director. No.
Didn't that actor say he can't do Mario's voice like that anymore? He can just do little things here and there, but he can't hold the voice.
Yeah, so you just do a couple recording sessions a day and call it a day, and then let him rest his voice and fucking.
I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, it because it's the strain on his throat. But
he's getting older.
You know, it's
what you get older in this world.
I think he's like 60s or 70s.
I want out of this simulation. Damn it! Let me out. Let me out of here.
It's just no. You have the guy doing voice work for your movie anyway. Just fucking have him as the character he's known as. And he didn't do his Mario's parents' voices. He was the voice on the commercial for the plumbers or something. It's like one scene, literally. He didn't do Mario's parents' voices.
I thought it was like he did the voice of the dad.
Nope. He was a commercial voiceover on the something. I don't remember, but
so let's just all admit Koimi is wrong and the movie's going to be awesome.
I never said that it wasn't going to be awesome. Where the fuck are you pulling that from?
I'm just playing with you, man. I'm just playing with you.
Because it's got your two favorite people in it.
At least do it right. Jesus Christ.
Spit on it a little. And
then
do all that shit and fucking.
There's only certain people that can get away with that, neo-deth. You're not one of them. No, I'm just playing. No, I did think that the movie looked good. I'm still kind of wondering why it went from the Super Mario Brothers movie to the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And it's like, were there no other games you could pull from?
I mean, I would have loved to have seen like a Super Mario Brothers 3 where you bring in all the Koopa kids. And you see each one. That would have been cool. I know this one they're bringing in Bowser Jr., which is kind of.
Wasn't he not even one of the original Koopa kids?
No, he wasn't. Yeah. He's more of the.
He came out of fucking nowhere, and
yeah, I think he actually came out of Luigi's or not Luigi's, Yoshi Island. He was the bad guy in those ones, and people just kind of liked him.
Yeah, we liked him, but at the same time, it's like, come on, can we go other places with the? We didn't have to just jump into that. But
yeah, I don't know why we all of a sudden just jumped into galaxies, but
maybe
it kind of ties in also with the 40th anniversary, and they were pushing the galaxies. They got the Galaxy Bundle on, out right now. So I think it has to do with that, honestly.
Could be. Next one up here was one that I've talked to you guys about, but again, with the 2027 launch
that
date.
Pissed me off so bad.
Mega Man Dual Override. So
I was glad we finally get like a new Mega Man finally after all these years. And then it's not till 27.
2D side scroller that harkens back to the Blue Bomber origins while carving out a new path.
I'm kind of what is the dual override? I hope it's not going to be like that the successor one was. I can't even think of the name that they put out, the spiritual successor that was a complete piece of
by the
shit.
original director. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I bought it day one thinking, oh good, a new Mega Man, but then they added this stupid mechanic where you have to like dash into things to do damage, and I was like, this is not fucking Mega Man.
Yeah,
all right, yeah, so I know you guys were really excited about that. I was kind of like, wow, they're finally bringing him back.
Right,
here you go I'm sorry, here you go, neo-deth.
Yeah,
this is the one we were talking about. And Koimiya, You have Lego
That's a day one.
Batman,
Day one,
Legacy
yeah.
of the Dark Knight.
I like that it's
announced.
all the different Batmans, like animated series, the movies, like it's got everything
Mhm.
in it. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so fun to see how they mash that all up.
And yep, it will be released May 29th. My wife is going to be really excited about this one. She loves the Lego games, and I'm going to be sitting here just playing every second with her.
That one might actually pull the boys away from Minecraft
I was gonna say, you're gonna play it with the boys
because they love the Lego games.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean,
I mean, even my wife loves the Lego games. So
right.
I'm just happy that we have a release date for it, and it's not a 2027 release date.
Right. That would have pissed me off.
Here you go, Koimiya. Diablo 4 expansion Lord of Hatred adds
Yep.
not one but two new classes, including
See, I didn't know
the
they were
Paladin.
adding another class besides the Paladin until you said
Yeah,
it today.
yeah, but they don't know what they didn't announce what the other class is. And like I said, I've been having a hell of a fun time with that Paladin.
Okay, and you said it's like the Paladin from
It
2.
reminds me of Diablo 2's Paladin
Not
so
the
much.
Hammerden
So
usually is what he was.
well, they've got several. I mean, obviously, you have several different options the way you build
Right,
it,
but
but
you always wear the Hammerden to get through higher levels.
Yeah.
But so here's my thing.
Miss Amazing.
I'm gonna go on my soapbox with Diablo here. So we've got now 2 expansions here of a Diablo game, and we've not faced Diablo. Like, how long are they gonna string this fucking thing along?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
And wouldn't it be funny if the boss Diablo was actually just like a Taco Bell packet, that you have to fight?
I mean, they I almost expect that they're not gonna actually put Diablo in it, and they'll go into the next game and go, okay, you're gonna fight him in this one.
Yeah.
So, and you said they didn't say what the next class is going to be, though.
The other class.
They said they announced the Paladin, and they've got the Paladin actually where if you pre-order the new expansion, you can play the Paladin today. Otherwise, wait till the expansion comes out, and then you'll get both classes. Now, what I would like to see is Monk. But
what are the predictions? What are people saying on
I haven't really looked into that, to be honest with you. I'd like to see Monk.
Isn't the Spiritborn kind of a monk? I don't think they would do a monk after doing that Spiritborn.
I mean, they did Witch Doctor, which is pretty much Necro.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I mean, would you want a rehash of another class that's already been on a different one, or would you want them to make like Spiritborn of a new one?
The Spiritborn is a rehash of a monk, essentially,
right?
And so, I mean, I would rather have the monk, but that's just me. I love monk classes, so in games. So that's why I didn't play WoW for the longest time, because they didn't have a fucking monk. And
yeah, and I see Slayer was saying something here. Well, they can use Diddy Kong because, well, I don't remember what that was for.
No idea.
The next one that we had here was the debut trailer for the new Street Fighter movie. That kind of pissed me off when they were like, oh, and they were going to bring out the cast of Mortal Kombat. And I was like, yes! Oh, shit, he was kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new movie does look pretty cool. And it's got the guy that played Aquaman in it.
I don't know.
I can't think of his name. He was in the Minecraft movie too.
Jason Momoa or whatever his name is.
Jason Momoa is in this movie. The Game Awards isn't only about video games. The cast of the upcoming Street Fighter film stopped by to share its debut trailer, complete with famous moves and even the car bonus stage. Okay, it's still about video games, but you know what I mean. And then the Street Fighter will be released, and actually it's not that far off, October 16th of 2026. So about 10 months from now. And actually, I think isn't Mortal Kombat coming out in April? So I mean, you're getting two fighting movies.
I have no idea. No idea.
What's up, Knight? Thank you for joining us.
Star Wars Galactic Racer announced. That looked pretty cool. That'll probably be up for like best racing sim.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's a pod racer. Okay.
Yeah, it's just another pod racer game. It looks fun though. I mean, it does look good. Maybe something that I'll maybe get. Not day one though, but it looks fun.
Right.
Phantom Blade Zero finally got a release date. This is one I've been looking forward to. So this is one where your protagonist actually has his heart stolen and he's got 66 days to get it back. So you are fighting to try to get your heart and actually stop the bad guys.
It looks really like awesome. Every other Demon Souls game out there.
Yeah,
that was the thing, though. To me, it didn't look like a Souls game right away. But then Koimiya was like, he was surprised. I was excited for it because I don't play the Souls games, but the story is what's captivating me.
Yeah, but I mean, Elden Ring has a great story too, and it's a Souls game. I mean,
as long as this isn't one of those where it's damn near impossible to beat, I will get it.
I mean, that's the Souls game.
Right.
Yes, I know.
That's the problem with them. I mean, at least for me.
Yeah, alongside
you could spend 2 hours on one boss and go like, all right, I didn't get him down. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way of going and grinding up more power or something. You just have to take them as it is.
So they're not saying it's Souls. They're saying this is called a Kung Fu Punk world, shaped by conspiracy, intrigue, and cinematic. I'm not sure.
You could call it whatever the fuck you want. That action combat reminds me Souls completely.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be pleasantly surprised if it's not.
Yeah.
So
I was pretty impressed by this next one coming up too. I've been following
Pragmata?
Yeah,
that one looked really good.
I know that was out on the PC already.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
on Steam.
They said it's coming to the consoles soon.
Yeah, the demo was out on Steam already.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, and I thought that
Flame.
Here's yours, Koimiya. Gang of Dragon.
Yes. Yep. That's a day one right there.
And it sure looks like Yakuza. Like I said, I thought it was just Yakuza with a darker coat of paint.
Well, that's just it. And it's one of the original directors of the Yakuza games. But like I was saying, I think I was saying it before stream, maybe, the Yakuza games, are a lot, like you'd said, it looks darker in every aspect. Both the storyline looks darker, the bright, vibrant colors of Yakuza are missing, and then like Yakuza always seems to have like a certain degree of silliness to it. Like with the newer Like a Dragon games, you got Ichiban as the main character. I mean, you just look at the dude and his frizzled afro, and I mean, you just can't help but laugh at just even that. And
right.
this trailer, at least for so far of what we've seen, does not seem to have that silliness.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me more of like a GTA set in,
like Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah, pretty much.
They need to bring Sleeping Dogs back. They really do.
Yeah.
But
Dark Flame does come in here. Hello, my lovelies. And
how are you doing today, Dark Flame?
How's it going, Dark Flame?
I look forward to Total War 40K. The Tomb Raider looked interesting as well. I also put the Badger game. Yeah, that looked really fun and like really meta weird on my wish list on stream.
So
thank you. Yeah.
We've been going for 3 hours.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Dark Flame, for joining us.
Yep, we don't usually do this, but because we had Angel on earlier, that
started earlier.
Yeah. Warlock Dungeons and Dragons. It's a new single-player RPG that leans into the expressive magic. This one, when I saw this, I was like, I'm pretty sure neo-deth is gonna like this, and Board Queen will probably like something like this too.
I honestly don't like Baldur's Gate 3. I do not like that game. I don't like the way
you shut your poor mouth.
I don't like the combat. I don't like tactical combat like that. So
I was gonna say you don't like turn combat. Then why are you playing?
I don't like it when you put it onto tactical.
Mm.
I don't mind the turn-based. It's the tactical part where you have to get so far, and it just gets annoying.
So you don't
Respect.
like thinking.
Yep.
Thinking is
I
hard.
just want to.
How do you feel about the South Park games then?
I love the first one. The second one was a little less as intuitive as I wanted it to, because that's where they brought
Fractured
in that.
Butthole.
Yeah, that's where they brought in the tactical. I still played it.
The first one was still pretty tactical.
Well, it wasn't. It was a straight up normal RPG, like turn based.
I mean,
And
so
then
was
they
the second one.
No, the second one they switched it to tactical, where you had to move around the board.
Yeah,
and be so far away from somebody, so close to them to attack. That kind of shit.
color-coded the squares for you. It wasn't that fucking hard to figure out.
They always do, but I just don't. I don't like that type of RPG. Leave me alone.
All right, so yeah, I honestly thought you'd be into that one, but Forest 3 was confirmed by End Night. That was the one.
Thank you, Sab.
Second one was better. Okay.
That was a good one. I thought it looked fun, but I haven't played the other ones, so probably want to play the other ones first. Highguard ended the Game Awards with a look at its new take on PvP. It was interesting to hear that it was coming out in January of next year. Yeah, because like Jeff said, a lot of times the games that close out the awards are like years and years away, like they did with The Last of Us 2.
I've seen a lot of people are divided about that one because they said that it really shouldn't have been the one last thing, because everybody's always expecting like something huge, like a GTA or something like that, and then you come and show off this
Half-Life 3
live service game when a lot of people live service is like on a downward trend.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are like, okay, so it's done by the people who did Apex and fucking Titanfall, but where's the new innovation? And so a lot of people are kind of saying that as far as being the one last thing of the game show, it really shit the bed.
Yeah. Because, I mean, what was it last year? Was Intergalactic, which I thought looked amazing. And then you had, I think before they'd even had like The Last of Us Part 2, but it was like when they did that, the game was still like 5 years off. And that pisses me off too. I was really hoping, because I was really hoping that we would get a trailer for the new Gears of War Emergence Day. And then there had been all kinds of rumors saying that we were going to get a trailer for Blooper Team's new Silent Hill 1 remake. I thought that was going to be the one last thing. And that's what they were going to do.
Any of those would have been better than a live service game that, like, I saw one tweet said, one last thing brought to you by a game that servers will be closed in 6 months. You know, like,
yeah.
So
yikes.
Yeah, I know that you guys were saying you wanted to kind of end it after the Game Awards. Do you think we've done enough?
Yeah, I think we've run our limit today.
Yeah.
So
unless you want to bring up the dog herding trailer.
The dog herding?
Yeah, the
I know what you're talking about. Well, that one, does that article not talk about anything else? Is that the end of that article?
Let me pull it back up here.
The Good Shepherd or whatever it is, and
I was like, so now we had cats. Now we're going with dogs.
You're literally a border collie herding sheep.
Yeah. And that didn't even mention the one that Dark Flame was talking about, the Badger game, where it was like super meta, where you were like in the game, but in the game type thing. Like
I know one of my friends is really excited for that one.
I mean, it looked kind of fun. I'd give it a shot. Yeah, you kind of like you morph into different things depending on where you are. I don't know, kind of like a Kirby.
Kinda, yeah.
Was that it? That was at the end.
Okay, well here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go.
I was gonna say, I was like, there was more than that. Just that.
Okay, sorry about that. That was my fault. So there was still Total Warhammer 40,000. That's 40K. The one. Yeah, I think who was it that went up there and announced it? It said, "I'm in the game."
Oh,
was that Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
No.
No. Who did say that? I don't remember. It was someone pretty big. You wouldn't expect them to be in it.
So you have that. That one I know. Asian Faja is going to be really excited about. She's going to be a pivotal part of the story. Invincible VS has completely original fighter just for the game.
A new Invincible game.
I think they announced that at Summer Games Fest last year, or was it this year? I think they announced it just earlier this year, but I was surprised they had a new trailer for it already.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll play it, but sure.
Loop was revealed as a PlayStation new sci-fi co-op shooter from Bad Robot. That's when J.J. Abrams was up there.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of gave me the Returnal vibes, and I'm like, I don't want to do that again.
The next game from developer The Ancients. The Ancient is called No Law. So this is one that I was kind of interested in.
You know what it reminded me of? It's like a Death Wish game.
Yeah.
Like he looks like that guy. I can't think of his name. Charles Bronson? Is that who did those? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe I got from that one.
Okay, yeah, and I thought that one looked really good. I don't know if it's a day one purchase, but it did look really good though.
Mm-hmm.
Ace Combat is coming back. Wings of Thief announced for PC and consoles in their first trailer. So it's exciting to see Ace Combat come back after so many years. I know Flyboy will actually be really excited about this. He's been on, not on the show, but he's been in the chat a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Lenny Kravitz joining the 007 First Light, and it looks like he's going to be the primary villain.
Yeah. And we also got a release date on that one, right?
Yep, release date.
We didn't have a release date on it?
Yep, release date March 27th of 2026. So we only got about 3 months to wait.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, like you said, if what I was seeing in there, it looks like Uncharted and Hitman.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too.
I'm not sure about you guys here, but Marvel's Rivals Season 6 trailer confirms Deadpool is going to be the next playable character. Now, that's a T-rated franchise, so it sounds like they're watering him down, and it sounds like Deadpool knows he's watered down.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, man, for most of us. The Witness and Braid creator, Jonathan, announced a new 250-hour puzzle game, Order of the Sinking Star. I'm not sure what you guys thought about that. Those kind of games don't usually interest me.
I mean, it doesn't interest me. And then after I read that article of 250 hours, yeah, no, thank you.
I know Witness got that kind of time.
But Braid was pretty fun. Witness was not my cup of tea, but
okay. So one that you'll maybe look at, but not necessarily jump on.
Possibly.
Okay.
I'd have to see some gameplay first. Not just other than a trailer. I'm talking like I'll watch somebody who's streaming it and see if it's my thing.
And here was Lords of the Fallen 2 publisher discusses dismemberment, lore, and learnings for the sequel.
Meh.
I mean, people went nuts for that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
know a lot of
it's
people did.
a Souls game.
Yeah. It's another Souls game, and I wasn't interested, but I thought it looked good cinematically, but I didn't.
I mean, yeah, it looked beautiful that way, and gameplay, but yeah, nope.
See, Out of Worlds is a stunning and unique take on co-op platforming game. This kind of reminds me of It Takes Two.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if I saw Joseph Ferris was there, but I'm not sure if this is his new game. It really looks like it could be.
Crossword puzzles. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, Neo 3, an action-packed trailer showcasing samurai and ninja combat. I have never played the other Neo games.
Souls games.
Souls.
Yep.
Maybe that's probably why I haven't played them. Mario plus yeah, this is the one you guys were talking about. Mario plus Rabbids creator David, I think is how you say his name. I'm not gonna try that. Announced his new platforming game, Bradley the Badger. This is what I think Dark Flame was talking about.
Yeah. This one.
Yeah, this one looks fun. Yeah, what's it say here? Stopped by the Game Awards to reveal his new platforming game, Bradley the Badger. The game is a classic platforming one with fresh twists and a meta-feeling story
Right.
that is helping the video game mascot through the creator's unfinished work.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost feels like a Deadpoolish type thing where he's, talking to the screen and helping out and whatnot.
Mhm.
Out of Words was also an interesting one. Maybe gonna play that with the boyfriend.
Okay.
Like Flame says.
What about Stupid Never Dies? Is set in where
This one like literally pissed me off. I'm like, are we doing a music video or can I actually see some gameplay? It wasn't until like, they did the whole music thing. And then the whole thing just reminds me, if you remember the movie Warm Bodies.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of. And I'm like, okay. And then the gameplay wasn't that thrilling looking.
I remember going to see Warm Bodies with my wife and some friends of ours at the time. And remember, he was looking at her like he was really interested. And I remember going to my wife in the theater and I was like, so if he's technically dead and she's alive, if they were to do that, would it be necrophilia or not? And my wife just looked at me and she's like, oh my God, you did not just ask that. And I was like, well, the line is really blurry here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Dark Flame also says I still don't know what that game's about. Yeah.
I don't think anybody did. They were just like, oh, zombie, but zombie.
Didn't look very good to me. Yeah,
and
there
here's
you go.
The one with the dog.
Here's the shepherd. The free shepherd.
Kicks
yeah,
off
that's what you kick off the Game Awards with. This. I was like,
adorable
what?
Game about a dog herding sheep. The free sheep herd kicked off.
I was like, what?
And yet it's not going to come out until 2027.
Right. It's not blurry. She's dead. Oh, he's talking about the blurry line. No, she's alive.
Yeah, well,
he's dead.
Yeah. That was like Warm Bodies, where it was the guy that was a zombie and he was kind of falling for the girl that was his age, but yeah. But she was alive. Whatever. Let's see. The Last of Us and Uncharted 4 director unveils the next project, Coven of the Chicken Foot.
Yeah, it looked good. I need to see some more gameplay on that one.
I'm not usually into these kinds of games, but it did look interesting. What did you think, Koimiya?
Didn't even watch that one.
Didn't watch that one. We've talked about the ones he's watched.
Decrepit was the terrifying first-person Souls-like game coming to the PC in 2026. I'm not interested in Souls games, but
nope. I mean the preview looked good, but that was about it.
Let's see. Automech, new gameplay trailer and demo tomorrow. Audiomech. That's where that music one, where the
music does the different things for you.
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept, but not something I'll play.
Guild Wars 2 is getting a new, let's see, what is that? Visions of Eternity expansion gets a new trailer. So, I mean, that looked good, but I have not played the Guild Wars series.
No. I mean...
Solasta 2. I didn't know there was a Solasta 1.
Nope.
So I need to play that one. Looked fun. And then it just says trailers. There was Orbitals.
I believe that was is that the one that was a Switch 2 exclusive? No, maybe not.
Maybe.
Yeah, and then Warframe.
Of course, Warframe. Let's see. There's for official Wake Up Techno trailer.
Sure.
There was the Wuthering Waves.
Which that didn't look appealing to me when they showed that trailer.
What, Wuthering Waves?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it won that award, so.
And this is the one Mila Jovovich was there for. Hitman World of Assassination, Patient Zero, Requiem. That one, if you like the Hitman series, that one did look fun. I do like that they've got Hitman versus Slim Shady being hired by Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Lost Skies.
Wow.
I really misread that one. But
Hey, open your eye.
Lost Guys. That one looked like a lot of fun. The Seven Deadly Sins Origin. I think Koimiya, didn't you talk about this one before?
Maybe.
Yeah, Seven Deadly Sin Origin.
I know it's in like a beta MMO.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have sworn you said that you were excited for that one, but I could be wrong.
You like to put words in our mouth.
I say I could have sworn, but that means I could be off.
Uh-huh.
Antos? Is that Antos?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I thought looked really good, interesting. Screamer, is this? I think this is the one that I was talking about before, where I said that it's from the creators of Burnout.
Okay, that would make sense. Yes, it's a racing game. Yep.
And I'm hoping they bring Burnout back. I'd love to see a Burnout remaster.
I'll never look at Hitman and not wannabe Manhunt. Oh, don't tease those words. You're gonna get him going on the Manhunt.
I want Manhunt 3. And there we go. 2XXO. Not my type of game, but I don't know about you guys.
No.
Looks like we're almost at the end here. Soul Frame, another Souls-like game.
What was your first clue?
That that whole thing. And then here it was Battlefield Red Sec. I thought
Red Sex.
Yeah,
it's already out. It's a free to play.
Yeah, it's free to play. Red Sex, as they kept doing. I don't know. After a little while, that joke got old, but they just kept going with it.
Yeah.
But that wrapped it up for all of those. Those are the ones we are most excited for. Let us know in the comments which ones you're most excited for. Was there anything else before we wrap this up?
Last thing would be Koimiya's done. Last thing would be happy birthday to
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke. Thank you. The name just went whoop. He turns 100 today, and is still spry as fuck. I would hope I'm that way when I hit 100.
I hope I hit 100. You know?
Right. This day and age, you never know.
Most people don't, so you never know.
But yeah,
so,
happy birthday to him.
I love how he said, he was going to turn. It was a few months ago he made this. He said, "Wouldn't it be funny if I didn't make it?" And it's like now he's making it, and he's actually like out there on his 100th birthday. Maybe I should just go to the gym more often.
I mean, whatever you got to do it. That's pretty much all. I think all we got. We've gone 3 hours.
And we controllers up for the actor that died.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, let me pull that one up very quickly. Or as quickly as my computer will allow me to.
Which is not.
Hey, you guys ready for another 3 hours?
No.
All right, there. I got it pulled up here. Peter Green, Pulp Fiction and The Mask actor. He was the one who played the villain in The Mask.
Dorian.
I'm sorry?
Dorian in The Mask.
Yep. He was found dead in his... Yeah, he was found dead in his New York apartment. I don't know if there's any foul play involved. I don't think they've actually said as of yet. But yep, he died today at the age of 60. So for all the movies that he gave us and all the entertainment, controllers up for Peter.
Love how my one button's gone.
No problem. All right, and yep, thank you. And all right, was there anything else?
I think that's about it.
All right. Yep, and then Slayer comes back and says it's true.
I forgot what he was saying.
I'll never look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out. Thank you, Angel, for coming back onto the
Yes,
show.
thank you very much for coming back on here. I wonder if he's gonna actually keep that that one he put in there. Are we
No,
gonna
he
see him
already
again?
canceled it.
Did he?
Yep.
Okay. Damn.
It's already been canceled.
God damn. I was going to say that was like a fun way of him saying, by the way, I'm coming back.
Right. I thought that was
March
going to be his
in.
fun way of saying that, you know, he was going to come back on. I mean, we could probably reach out to him here in a month or so and see if he wants to come on again.
Definitely. Yeah. And we'll have some more guests come on, and hopefully, like he said, by this time next year, he won't be able to get on our show because we'll have so many guests lined up.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I will get Asmongold on this show.
You're gonna go to his house and drag
I will
him
be
here?
sick that day.
Oh, what? You don't like Asmongold?
I can't fucking stand Asmund.
You never know. Maybe he's different in real life than he is online.
Don't care.
No fucks given.
No fucks given. I will plainly state, if he's on the show, I will be sick that day.
So what if we get him and Hassan to come onto the show at the same time, because they blocked each other on their
Again, I will be sick that day regardless.
I'm just saying they blocked each other on their stuff. What if we can be like the
And
mediator?
I'm just saying, let's not even entertain the idea. Fuck both of those guys.
Oh yeah, whatever. So yeah, I know it would be cool to get some big streamers on here, but we'll see. I know you don't want Asmongold on here,
right?
I don't care if he's on. I just won't be on. You can have him, and you guys can swing from his nuts all you want, but I will not be on here that day.
I don't want to
swing from his nuts. But I'm not touching anyone's nuts.
Better chance with Morse Critical, and he's way cooler.
Yep, let's get Moist Critical on here.
I will again. I'm no fucks given. You are correct. I will. I will not hide behind any false pretenses. The day you have Asmon on is the day I will be sick.
Okay.
Sick or sick?
Yes.
They both work.
All right.
But also remember, we are not going live next weekend. We have family things going on.
I will be in Minnesota visiting my mom and my brother.
And or is it next? It is next one, right? Yeah. I looked at the counter. I'm like, wait a minute, am I wrong? Yeah. So
yeah,
the 20th we will be taking off.
Yep. So the 20th will be taking off. You'll be in Minnesota, and I will actually be in Illinois and Wisconsin at that time. And then from what I'm being told, we're going to come back on the 26th, so we can do the show on the 27th. And I am going to try and reach out to Looker and Dingy and see if they want to come on and do a year-end review show for us.
Okay.
Or not for us, but with us.
With us. Yep. So, we'll see how that works out.
All right. All right. And we want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out. Again, thank you, Angel, for coming back onto the show. You are always welcome. Just tell us you're coming on and we'll make it happen.
Right. And we don't care if we have another guest. We will make it happen.
There you go. There's our next guest.
What was that? Oh, that would be nice.
From America, flying there the 20th. Yeah, if I remember right, Dark Flame I forget. You're from Portugal, right?
I thought New England.
I thought she was over across the pond.
Or New England.
Across the pond.
Sorry. I've had so much going on. Yes, New England. United Kingdom.
I could be wrong on that too. That's what I thought.
Yes.
Netherlands. We were all fucking wrong.
Wow. Okay.
We knew it was over there somewhere. It's good to see you back, though. I know you took a little break. Good to see you're back on again.
Oh yeah. Yep. And want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Slayer, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Everybody that was on here, thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Yep,
and
appreciate you all.
Oh yeah, definitely. We wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for the audience.
Right.
So, but yeah, we'll talk to you next time. And remember, haters gonna hate, gamers got a game. All right, we'll see you next time.
Laters.
Good night, everybody.